Who is Herby? That is the amazing gentleman you're seeing on the screen today at the Sunday service. Herby is a Haitian explorer on a mission to bridge the cultural and historical ties, not just between Haiti, but also, yeah, between Haiti, Africa, and the Caribbean. Through his captivating journeys across the globe, he documents the shared stories, the deep-rooted connections, and vibrant cultures that unite the diaspora. Born in Haiti and raised in the US for a big part of his life after relocating to the US at the age of 14, our guest is more than just a world traveler. He's a man on a mission to inspire, create, and connect. He's a seasoned web designer and the CEO of Billion Success Media. Herby has built a powerful support system, not just for new entrepreneurs, but also for self-published authors and self-employed freelancers looking to launch and thrive in the digital space. He will talk more about that. As a self-published author of 3 business books, including 1 Amazon bestseller, he knows a thing or two about turning ideas into impact. His mantra is very simple. Having the same type of business or even the same idea means nothing. It all comes down to how you execute, because everybody is different when it comes to executing ideas. That principle does not just apply to business. It's at the heart of content creation too. And Herby believes it's not just about having the idea, but about showing up, doing the work, and executing with passion and purpose. With his YouTube channels, not one, with his YouTube channel, he's now taking that message global. Through powerful travel vlogs and storytelling, he's closing the gap between Haiti, Africa, and the Caribbean, and encouraging others to share their voice with the world. You will notice a lot of that in his videos, where he's like shining a light on a lot of ordinary people. In this conversation today, we are going to explore what fuels his travels, the people and the places that have impacted him most, and how his channel is closing the gap between continents. So whether you're from the diaspora or just simply passionate about global cultures, this is that episode that is going to inspire you to see the world and your roots differently. And for those who have ever considered starting a YouTube channel, Abby's piece of advice is very simple. If you're just starting YouTube to make money, you'll be disappointed. Do it to share something you're passionate about, and you'll eventually make a little something in return. Only if you do it consistently enough. He's going to talk about his big break. When did his channel start picking up? What was the challenge, when he was starting? And that is going to be literally the inspiration you're going to get. So this conversation tonight is not just about travel. It's about vision, passion, and taking that first step. And that's why he's here today, to ignite action. This conversation is a rallying cry for you to launch now. And he wants you to start your channel, share your ideas, and own your expertise, because your audience is not just waiting, they're searching for you. Herby, without further ado, please introduce yourself to this beautiful community in the best way you know how. I may not have done it justice, but I've tried. Over to you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you make me sound real good. Well, thank you. Introduce myself. Well, my name, that's my real name, by the way. Herby is my real name.
Yeah.
Some people don't think, they think it's just a name that I made up, but it is my real name. My name is Herby, and I have been trying to do business for a very long time, online businesses most of the time. I've done a lot of different things in my life. A lot of things have not worked, but I'm one of those people who like to try things. You talked about the book publishing. It was something that I really wanted. Like, I really wanted to add the author to my name, right? So I said, you know what? If I want to add the author to my name, I have to write a book. So that's exactly what I did. But I did it the smart way, And what I did was, I'll keep it short.
Yeah.
What I did to publish the book was, I had a site. I had an interview site, right? You see how you do interviews now with people, YouTubers and business people?
Yes.
What I would do is, I wanted to do a book about business on advice. I wanted to get advice from business entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So I got them to give me the advice. I got the advice from them. And
Nice.
they participated on my site. I published it on the site. And if I publish it on my site, then I can do whatever I want with that content. So I used that content and turned it into a book. So
amazing.
Most of the books are like advice from entrepreneurs, but it's not coming from me directly. It's almost like free content from other entrepreneurs, and I use that. It's my book. Of course, I had to, do an introduction, and then, I had to do a lot of writing still to put it all together. But most of the content is coming from advice from other entrepreneurs. It wasn't coming from me because at the time my businesses weren't successful. So who am I to give any ideas, any advice? So that's how the book came out to be.
Nice.
And then from the book, something happens when you learn how to do something. Now you can teach other people how to do it. So because I went through the process of publishing the book, I knew how to do it. Now that I know how to do it, I can teach someone else how to do it, and they can pay me for that. You understand? so that's what it comes down to. And as far as the business, the website, it's the same thing. I taught myself how to build websites on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't go to school for this. What I'm doing now, I didn't go to school for. It's all self-taught on YouTube. I would go on YouTube and watch hours and hours and hours and hours of how to build websites, and I learned all of it online. Once I learned it and I knew enough about it, and I've practiced and I've done it so many times, now I can charge people to build it for them. You see how it works? And this is why I love YouTube so much, because there's so much you can learn on there. It's not just about watching videos and know all of that. You can get like a real education on YouTube. If you put the time in and the dedication, you could really learn something and make money out of it. And right now, my main business is web design. I learned that on YouTube. So there you go.
Amazing, guys. It's quite a full package, and people in the chat are getting so excited. BOK was here last week, and BOK is also a published author, and she has quite a number of books herself. I was just mentioning to you about this earlier. She says, "Smart. I love that as a book idea. That's good." And then Crooked Pitch says, "Each one teach one. Each one teach one. Each one teach one."
So it's on that site, I've got maybe 1,000 interviews. I have a lot of interviews, and I have a lot of interviews from big millionaires, not just regular entrepreneurs.
Allow me to share that site because I do have it, and just maybe that can also give you just a sense of explaining how, where you got the idea to actually bring in billionaires. That is like to share their story and stuff. And this is the one, right?
This is the one, billionsuccess.com. I have got so many interviews on there. And here's the other thing, Goga. I didn't have to, because I was very shy. I can't believe I'm doing YouTube right now, by the way, because you could not get me in front of the camera for nothing, right?
No way.
Absolutely. I did not want to get in front of the camera. This is why I did all my interviews in writing. I would not do all video interviews. So I got a lot of interviews on here, and it's all in writing. No videos, because I don't want to get on camera.
And it's amazing.
The way it worked was I would contact somebody I like an entrepreneur that I like, and I would beg them, please let me feature you on the site, and I'll send them the questions. They're gonna do all the work. I got them doing the work. So
wait, you got CEOs and all these billionaires.
Sometimes it will be like the big CEOs, like they have a whole marketing, like they'll say it out loud and then someone else will write it up.
Yeah,
they won't write it up themselves. But the point is, I would get the answers from them and I can publish it on the site. And the answers are what I'm going to turn into a book, from advice.
Nice.
CEOs, from entrepreneurs. It's not coming from me. It's coming from actual people who are successful at business.
I love that. And guys, you can check out you can check their website. The website is billionsuccess.com. Billionsuccess.com, where that is that's one of the things he's talking about. But in addition to Billion Success, where you feature the story of these amazing CEOs and founders, you do also have the Billion Hosting, where you do now your web design. And I saw some amazing reviews there when I was looking at the channel. The clients that you have are really happy in terms of how you handhold the process, especially when they're trying to design websites. Talk to us about this. I was, where did this where did you get this idea that, wait, I can actually create for you guys websites. I can figure out what you want to put out there in terms of your product. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the story. I remember I told you I taught myself how to build websites on YouTube.
Yes. Yeah.
So once I learned how to do it, I went out looking for a job. Okay, and I
Yeah.
did get a job. I was working for a company for 4 years. Okay, but it's a company. It's a train company. It was a train company, so it's a travel company. It's in Paris. Okay, but
Yeah.
they have a headquarter here in New York. So I was working in the New York office, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Unfortunately for me, let me see. I just subscribed to your channel. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, sir. Should be about reaching other people. Consistent the message, Lord. But thank you very
Yeah.
much, Major S. Thank you. So yeah, I was working for the company, managing their website for them, right? And it
Yeah.
was a great job. I loved the job, Goga. But unfortunately, when COVID happened in 2020,
Yeah.
because the company it's a travel company, nobody was traveling.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, so the company kind of went under and I got laid off. They had to fire me because, no
Yeah.
money's
There's no business.
traveling.
Yeah.
So when they let me go, so I had to figure out how to make money. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here, I'm like, okay, what do I know how to do? What do I know how to do? I'm like, well, I know how to make websites, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, fine. So I'm going to turn that into a business, a service. And I started it, I put it out there, and that's what I've been doing since then.
Amazing. Amazing.
So them letting me go was a good thing.
Because then you started focusing on actually what you enjoy doing.
Yeah, yeah. So you focus on what you already know how to do, and I've been doing it ever since. And I got clients, a few clients,
Yeah.
here and there, and that's how I'm able to continue my journey. And then that's when I started my YouTube. That's when I started doing the traveling, because now I have the flexibility of not going to an office because I can do this work from anywhere. I was in Kenya. I was in Africa
Yes.
for a month. I still had to log in and do some web design and get my work done.
I like that. And thank you so much, guys. I like the reactions that are coming through on the chat, and you guys are connecting to Herby because you're excited. Yes, the link is pinned on top of my chat. The link is pinned on top of my chat. That's the best way you can get to connect to his house. And we're going to talk about these channels. We are shocked. I think we are collectively shocked that said we could never get you on camera. And BOK says, well, we are glad you got on camera today. We are glad you got on
Yeah,
camera today.
I'm much better on camera now because I've been doing YouTube. So I'm a little better. The nerves are better now.
Let me
But
ask you, where did you find this idea of getting CEOs to tell their story? Because you are now, it's usually like with the Sunday service, but on text. Like me doing the Sunday service, but on text. Um,
okay.
how did you get these people to actually tell their story? Were they willing? What was the challenge? Because I'm assuming these are very busy people. They're, like, what was that experience like? Just trying to get these people to tell their story on your website.
Right. So the thing is, here's what I knew. I knew that it was a marketing play for them. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be seen as a journalist, like a big time publisher. So, it's gonna be good for your business to be published on my site. So that's how I showed him. And I showed him all my social media numbers, and I've been doing this for years. And so it's gonna benefit you. It's not just gonna benefit me. A lot of them, they will say yes because they know it can. They don't know how big I am. You understand? And I was not big. I was this small. I'm still this small, but they don't know that. So yeah, man. So I was able to get them to participate, to give me the full story. They'll send me the interview. I'll publish it and we'll put it on there, and I'll promote it in all my social medias. And then it was great, man. It was great. It was a great idea. Actually, if I kept that would have worked really well. And I'll tell you another part. I'll tell you another thing that was happening. Once I started featuring the bigger and bigger and bigger entrepreneurs, I would have people reaching out to me because my lists, they would just send me interviews without me asking.
Oh, wow.
So now what I would do is I would put the questionnaire. Like if you go on the site now, you'll see all the questions are there and the guidelines is there. So they can actually go in themselves and pick whatever questions they want to answer. And as long as they meet the guidelines that I put in, then I would publish it.
Amazing.
but a lot of them want to do the interview and not meet the guidelines. So I would reject those interviews. And so I think it's very hard to come get published on the site because it was hard. They saw it as a big thing. You understand? Because it's not easy to get published on Billion Success. Okay, so so the other the other thing, what started happening was I would have people submit an interview to me,
Yeah.
and then it would take so long for me to publish that interview, like a month, 2 months, 3 months. There would be a waiting list, right?
Eish.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would have a waiting list of 3 months before you get published on the site. But what started happening was, and I'll tell you, what started happening was I had people reaching out to me saying, like, we can't wait the 3 months. You got to publish this now. I'm like, listen, it's free to get published on Billion Success. But
Yeah.
if you want to skip the line, now you got to pay us. You understand? If you want to skip the line, that you got to pay us. I wanted to do it for free. I did not want to charge anybody to get published because I want to hear your story, share your story, meet the guidelines, and we will publish it. But there is a waiting list. So a lot of them will come to me. We don't want to have to wait the waiting list. How much is it? Let's publish this like right now. And then I would give them a price. They would pay me, and then we would skip the line and publish it right away. So I made a lot of money that way. Just people that are not willing to wait for the 3 month, the 3 month waiting list. So it kind of worked out.
I like that. You build something that people actually would want to associate, be associated with. And because the fact that they're even willing to invest in it means that it was such a big deal, or it is such a big deal that it's like, hey, I have to be, if your story is there, it means like you're a big deal. So that I think is a very interesting thing. And then you say books came out of this, and these are the books I'm just trying to share on the screen.
These are the books that came out of the interviews itself. Okay. And this is, and I still think this is, if anybody's looking, I don't mind anybody stealing this, stealing this idea because it works. I mean, I haven't done it in a while, but anybody who wants to do this, they can actually do this. Okay. So the first book is this one here, Business Lessons. It's 150 business lessons and advice from CEOs and entrepreneurs. And like I told you, all the 150 is from 150 people that I've interviewed. It's not me. You understand? So I picked the top most successful business person that I've interviewed, and then I put it on. And this one is the most successful book that I have. It's, as you can see, I mean, we have about 56 reviews, and it's selling. Till this day, it's still selling right now.
Oh, wow.
And it was a great idea. And the second book also came from that as well. These are all Q&As from startups. These are tech companies, right? Like you would have apps and software and stuff like that. That's what that came from, right? The third one is this one actually comes from me. That's the one that I actually wrote. Completely. Excuses. And this was because you know how when you want to do something, but you also come up with so many excuses why you can't do it.
That is everybody.
So you convince yourself why you can't do it. You know, the number one excuse is usually like, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't this, and I don't that. You could come up with so many excuses to why you can't do something, right? Because I've had people who want to start YouTube channels.
Yeah.
And they have a list of excuses to why they can't do it. You understand? And really, YouTube is free. All you need is a phone. That's it. So I don't know what the excuses are for.
So before I move on from these books, because books are people imagine. I was even asking BOK this last week when she was on the panel where you are seated, and I was like, when most of us think of books, we imagine that it's a very difficult endeavor, something you should probably write when you are about to retire, when you're like about to, like it becomes like a legacy thing. We don't look at books as and she says she loves the covers. We don't look at books as something that can actually. Most of us imagine books are very difficult. Mm-hmm. And you're a self-published author. Maybe just to somebody on the chat who is like thinking of this, and they're like Christina is already thinking about this idea of like publishing her own book. what would be your piece of advice on how to go about this? Like in case they want to publish a book, what is the inspiration? How do you get into that author kind of a mindset? Do you have to like go to like a retreat and hide yourself under the bushes? What goes on through your mind when you're like writing a book? Is it very difficult, or it's
It's
something that is practical?
it's not difficult. It just takes some discipline, and like you really have to want to do it to learn, because there is a learning curve that you have to go through, right?
Yeah.
The hardest part is actually doing the writing. That is the hardest part. The publishing is the easy part.
Yeah.
The good thing for people nowadays is it's very easy to publish a book. It's very, very easy. You know, back in the day, you would need a publisher and this and you don't need any of that. You can self-publish by yourself, and it won't cost you that much. There's two ways you can go about it, Goga. You can self-publish on Amazon. You could do like straight what they call it KDP. You publish on KDP, which is the Amazon software to publish books. Or if you want to publish the book, you have to know, do you want to be strictly Amazon or do you want to be worldwide? Okay. Meaning, do you want to go to the bookstore and find your book there? Okay. If that's what you want, then you don't want to publish on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay. Because once you publish on Amazon, and they're going to give you what they call the ASIN number, you can only set it on Amazon. You can't go to the bookstore and get your books. So you have to decide which way you want to go. My books are strictly Amazon books. You can't go to the bookstore and buy my book. You understand? So it's two ways. You have to make the difference which one you want. If you want to self-publish and you want to sell your books in the stores, there's a different process. You have to buy some UPC codes for the book, and it's a different process than the process that I went through. Okay, but the Amazon is very easy to do. You write the book in Microsoft Word. Once you're done, you're completely happy with it. You get, there you go. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. It's not hard at all. People think it's hard. It's not. You write the book on Microsoft Word. And when you're done, you get someone else who can edit the book for you. You would have to pay someone. I am not a good writer. Okay. So when I wrote the book, I found someone who could do some editing for me. The person wasn't even that good because I didn't have enough money to pay someone really good. But I just wanted to publish a book. And I'll tell you the truth. Right now, I'm pretty sure the book has typos in it. But the people that are reading it, they don't really take that into as a big deal. You understand? I wasn't letting anything stop me. Like I said, I just wanted to add author to my name, and I wanted to learn the process.
and now you're author next to your name for sure.
You cannot say I'm not an author. You could go there and see 3 books. So,
or like it's like that kind of raise your hand if you're in a room and like raise your hand if you're an author. Anyone?
Exactly.
I didn't think so. So shut up if you're not an author.
It's very easy to do, man. And I would encourage everybody to write something. You know, everybody has that something that they can do where like they know enough about it where they can write a book about it. And the good thing about how the online works right now is people are actively searching for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Your book could be the one thing that helps someone else. You don't know. So if that's ever part of your plan to write a book, please go ahead and do it. The process is not that hard. Go on YouTube, look up how to self-publish a book on Amazon. I'm sure there's like 1,000 videos that's going to show you how.
Love that. And guys, thank you so much. I hope you're connecting to Herby just to get to understand, his content. We're going to transition into that conversation. Big Boss says with AI, it's even easier now for the writing.
AI, completely. AI is changing everything.
Yeah, 100%. Now, Herby, let's transition nicely now into, you identify, you are proudly Haitian. Like anytime I check your videos, I just see like your flag there. I see the Haitian flag. You always sneak it in somewhere. If it's not on your backpack, it will appear. It will always appear somewhere in there, regardless of where you are in the world. Let's talk about Haiti. You are born in Haiti, right?
Yes, I was born there. The first 14 years of my life was in Haiti. Yes.
Wow. So how did you find yourself in the States? Just for somebody who may be curious about how you are, you are Haitian, but also but based in the United States.
Yeah, so I have been living here in the US for a very long time. Okay, I am 42 now, so 14, 42, very long time.
You just told us your age.
Yeah. I know I look 20, but I'm 42.
Yeah, you look 20.
Uh,
You need the secrets.
so yeah, I mean it was a good transition, from Haiti to here, the high school, the relearning the whole thing, learning the language and going through, back then, the kids, they would, make fun of you for not speaking the language correctly, but it's
Yeah.
kids, you know how it is. Um, it's been good. It's been good. So I did exactly what they told me to do. Like, you come here, you go to school, and then you go get a job, and then you work, and then you die. That's the process here in the US.
Yeah.
That's how it works. You come, you work, right? And nowadays, one job is not enough. You got to work two jobs, right?
Yeah.
Because the cost of living keeps going up and up and up. And so when I turned 40, and I realized that, all I was doing was working and working and working and working and working, and time is catching up to me, and I want to do some traveling. So that's when I started. I'm like, I got to get out there and start doing some traveling. The I have done traveling before YouTube now,
Yeah.
but the YouTube encouraged me to keep traveling. You know what I mean? Like, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably would not have been to the number of places that I've been to.
Oh wow.
So it kind
Curious
of,
question.
yeah, yeah.
Curious question before we get into the YouTube. So was living Haiti back then? This is like of nearly 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Was like the US your first major international, like travel
Yes.
kind of experience?
Yes. So that was my first travel out of the country. First time
Yeah.
out of Haiti was coming straight here to the US.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What do you remember that initial shock landing in the States? Like because you're coming from Haiti, it the major language there being Creole, I guess, and French. You land in the United States of America.
Hmm.
What was the experience like? Coming from Haiti and then you're in the US. You're used to having all these. I mean, when you walk in Haiti, I'm sure 90% of the people have the same color of your skin. You land in the States and it's like a whole blend and
Yeah. Yeah.
everything. Did you and you are 14 years, like you are a kid. Did you like have family? What was that experience like? Or were you alone, sent to just figure out the world on your own?
Yeah. So I was 14. The good thing about it is that there's a large community of Haitians here in the US, right? So, and we all do community type um, uh, 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 environment, right? So when I came here, even though I am here in the US, but I have a lot of Haitians here, right? There's a lot of Haitians here. And so the getting into the habit of how things work, it was easy for me to learn from the Haitians that were already here, because they'll tell you, okay, you can do this, you can do that, you can go here, you can't go there. Like, they would explain everything to you because of we
Yeah.
are very community type people. So it wasn't so hard for me to go from Haiti to here to kind of figure things out, because, like I said, even though I was living here in the US, but I was still in my Haitian community here in the US.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So it kind of made things easier, and you understood things easier. It started to get a little harder when you start going to school, when I started going to high school. And that's when, I got to see so many different, other people, people that are lighter than me, white people. um, so, and from there, it was hard to kind of catch, get the language. But once I learned and started getting it, once I learned how to understood and kind of respond, and everything else was normal.
David is watching you from Boston. He's asking.
Boston is not too far from me here. It's about 4 hours from here. I'm in
Yeah.
Connecticut, baby.
Yeah. Connecticut. I was like, we don't say Connecticut because. Okay. Happy, can you just pronounce it again? Because the time I think somebody was correcting me, like, okay, you don't say connect, it's Connecticut.
Oh, I'm in Connecticut. They said Connecticut.
Okay, okay, yeah. So so David is not it's not Boston, but yeah, David is definitely next to you. He's definitely next to you, not so far from you. Pause is like too short. Um, so you get into the US, you grow in the US, you probably you go through the schooling system in the US, you get probably you get a job in the US, you get your family in the US, and then of course now you get into the business space. Let's talk about 9 to 5, because I've listened to one of your interviews, and there's something about 9 to 5, and and for you, you always have that entrepreneurial kind of spirit as opposed to sitting in an office 9 to 5. Um, with the benefit of retrospect, because I do know you've had that 9 to 5 experience, with the benefit of retrospect and having become an entrepreneur today, would you actually ever consider going back to corporate from where you sit?
I would I consider going back to corporate? I would, but only if I had the flexibility of working from anywhere.
Okay.
As far as like going to an office every single day, that would be very hard for me now. Like they would have to pay me a lot of money. I mean, I'm not saying I have a lot of money. I don't. But I'm saying because I'm so I want to. I'm at the age now. I just really want to travel, and I
Nice.
really want some freedom. And so, I don't want to. I don't want to trade that freedom for money. You understand? Like when I was younger, it was all about money. It was I want to make money, and I'm doing 2 jobs, and I want to make money, make money. But as I get
Yeah.
older, the money is not that important anymore because I just want freedom. I want to travel. I want to go. I want to come to Kenya. I want to eat ugali. I want to go. I want to go with all these places and I'll do all these things. And a regular 9 to 5 would make it very hard for me to do. Especially if
Well,
they're asking me to come to the office every day.
where would you say the travel bug? When did you catch the travel bug? Because you left Haiti to go to the States. A big chunk of your life has been based in the States. Where did you figure out I need to travel? I need to be out there. What is that thing that sparked that travel bug for you to just get out there and explore places you've never been?
Yeah, so I've always loved traveling. We do a lot of family trips. I would take a lot of cruises. Like we would do cruise every year, right? Every year we would take a cruise that would go to different countries, and then we would visit that way. But I've never really gone in the country itself. You know how cruise work. Sometimes they get to the country, you only have maybe about 8 hours in that country, so it's not a whole lot of time for you to do anything. And so I decided that I need to be in the country to really learn and get a sense of it. And like I said, Colombia was the first place that I went. I was there for maybe almost a week and a half or something like that. And I started recording. I came back, published my videos, and people liked it. And I've been doing it since then. And traveling is like you get to see so many things. You get to try so many things. And you get to meet so many people. I got to meet you. Now we're talking, we're friends. Like I've got friends from everywhere that I've visited, which is very cool. And
Nice.
and I'm hoping to keep doing that.
How many countries have you been to so far? If you have to count, how many countries have you been to, and which one was your most favorite spot to visit?
Okay. So I have just 2 categories, right? When people ask me that question, there's always 2 categories. Okay.
Yeah.
There's the countries that I have visited because I've been on a cruise.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of that's a good one.
And there are countries that I visited because I actually flew to the country and I've been there for days. You understand?
Yeah.
But altogether, if my foot touched the ground, even if it's 1 hour,
You visited it.
I visited the country. Okay. So if we put all of that together, I think maybe about 20. But if I
Wow.
if I remove cruising, if I remove countries that I've been on the cruise, maybe about, it's most of it is cruising. It's from cruising, is what I'm saying. So
Mm.
maybe about 12. I don't know. So a
Still a
lot of
lot.
it is from cruising, which a lot of people don't realize.
Still a lot. Still a lot. I mean, I like that. I like that. When it comes to like, you know, with the uh, there's the cruise, and you said you used to do like a lot of cruises. Is there a particular point where you said, because I know you could have been traveling, but maybe you are not recording, you are not documenting it because by then maybe you are not on YouTube. What is that thing that made you start actually documenting your travels and sharing with the world? Because I know sometimes you may have just been traveling, like, oh, we are traveling and we are going on vacation, we're going to this particular place. But when did you actually say, wait, I can actually document this for the world, or even for my family, or for posterity?
Okay, so like I said, I don't like to be in front of the camera before this, right? But I
Yeah.
was watching this guy. You might know of him. He goes by Blackman the Traveler.
Yeah.
Have you heard? Do you know him? Like, he's a YouTuber.
I've heard of this channel. I've heard of this channel.
You've had him on?
Yeah. I'm saying I've heard of this channel. It's a popular channel.
Yeah. So Blackman the Traveler, I was watching one of his videos, and he was talking about how we need more black content creators. We need more black people to make videos
Yes.
about traveling, because we don't have enough black people doing travel videos, because there's a lot of other people doing that type of content, and we need more black people.
Yeah.
And so when I was watching that, I had already had my ticket to Colombia.
Ooh.
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Colombia. I might as well get a camera, So I got the camera, and then that's how I started recording. Because, like I said, he said we need more travel content creators. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll join in. So he got the credit for that.
Nice. How do you get comfortable then on camera? Because you're one person, you're used to being the power behind the text, the power behind the website, the power behind people who are already documenting. Because I'm sure even most of the clients you got were actually, it was their products they were pushing on in terms of their channel. How did you find that? How did you find that comfort being in the camera? Because most people when they start their YouTube channel, they're normally very shy. I mean, and it's all of us go through this process that even when you go and check our very first videos, we don't even know how to look at the camera directly. We are kind of looking down because we feel like we're really putting ourselves on the spot. How did you manage to get rid of that initial fear of being on the camera?
I didn't get rid of it. It's still there. It's still
Well, you
there.
hide it well. You hide it very well.
Absolutely, it's still there. Like, if you watch some of my early videos, some of the videos that I did, like, you'll see the camera. It's not pointing the right way. It's like pointing. I have the
And
camera all the way down, and it's just showing like half of my face or something. It's not my full face. So I have a lot of my videos that are not so good because of that. I had issues of putting the camera like this because I was so scared of other people watching me with the camera like this. What is this crazy guy doing? But over time you get a little better, you get better, and I still have a lot of work to do. I still have people telling me the camera angle is not good. But again, I think anything that you try to do for the first time is gonna take some work. It's gonna take some learning. It's gonna take some, because the only reason you shy, the only reason you're scared is because you've never done it, right?
Mm.
So once you start doing it, then it gets a little less, 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 and then that's how all of a sudden people are like, "Oh, how did you do it?" And it wasn't magic. It's just you have to. It takes time, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. But I still get, like, every time when I go somewhere, it's still like a thing for me to put the camera on. So I'm like, "All right, I'm here. I'm ready to go," and I'll go. Ready, 1, 2, 3, boom, we on, and we go.
Yeah, go again. Flora is like saying, yeah, that fear of looking into the camera is really real.
It
It's real.
is. It really is, man. And I'll tell you what, if I started doing video, imagine this. I started doing interviews in 2012. Back then, so many people who started back then, right,
Yeah.
blew up. And I knew why they blew up. They blew up because they were doing it on YouTube, but I was doing mine in writing.
Yes, the absolute. Okay, makes
They
sense.
blew up. They passed me. There's people that I've done it longer than them, and they passed me. because they did it on video and I did it in writing. And I knew that was the reason, but I was still scared to do it on YouTube.
Like, not yet, not ready yet, not ready
Yeah,
yet,
not ready, not ready. I wished it was all video interviews, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you're connecting to Herby. Let me just check a few comments here that people are saying Herby, just to like see whether we are together with the audience. BOK says all businesses are successful. If you imagine what success looks like, every business Herby tried made him a better businessman and set him up for success. Nice.
I completely agree. You decide what success is to you. Success to me may not be successful to you. It really depends. It's what you want it to be. Simple as that.
Okay. Pitch says, you sure can. A real and free education. This, I think, when you're talking about YouTube being a university and how you learned how to do websites.
YouTube University, whatever it is, it's on YouTube. And if it's not, maybe you should create it.
Okay. Wow. We really need to grab some notes from here. This is an interesting piece of program. Thank you, Goga, for this. You're most welcome. I'm glad you're picking something from there. Okay. And then Bold Pictures with Priscilla says, I've never been excited by this Sunday flow. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Big Boss Lady T says, Goga, I'm sending you so much love for this live stream today. I'm getting so many revelations. Who is Herby? Thank you both. Many blessings.
All right.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm just trying to skim through very fast. Wow, this is a very important message about purchasing. Thank you so much. And she says she's publishing a book now. That is
okay. Well, good job, man. Christine, go ahead and do it. It's one of those things I think everybody should do. At least one book.
I'm going to do it because of how you do it. I need to have an author next to my name. I'm just going to do it. It's a very selfish.
You have an author next to their name, especially on Amazon. It's like this. Boom, boom, 1, 2, 3. Oh, here's the other thing. I've done children's books?
No, you have?
I have, but it's not under my name. That's why you wouldn't find it. So in 2020, and I'll give you in 2020 when I was laid off from work, when they fired me because of COVID.
Yeah.
So I was home and my kids was home. I have a small, how old was he? I think he was maybe, I don't know, like 4, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what can we do? We're stuck inside the house. We can't go nowhere. So I'm like, what can we do? What do I know how to do? Well, I know how to publish books. So let's do a children's book. And my son, he loved school buses. Like he was obsessed with school buses. Everything is school bus. Like, and so I bought him a school bus and he loved it so much. I'm saying, you know what, let's turn that into a book. So that's what we did. It's a very nice book. He did it. I published it under his name, so he's now author too.
Yeah, the young man is like, guys, do you know I'm an author? Do you like? I had my book even before I was 10.
That's the other thing. If people are interested, that's another thing that they can do. Like you can publish a children's book, and it's very easy. It doesn't take a lot of writing. And because, children's book is mostly the design, it's mostly the graphic and stuff like that. Yeah. So what I did was I hired someone on Fiverr. I don't know if you ever heard of Fiverr. I hired someone on Fiverr and I told him, I gave him the scenes. I would do different scenes. I'm like, I need a scene like this. I need a scene like that. I would explain, and then he would send me all these graphics and the scenes, and I would just write whatever content I want in the book, which again, it's a nice book. My son loved
it. Okay. Let me see the next comment. Major says, well, to my side, I would say writing a book isn't really hard, but the tricky part is that compiling the message in sessions that will be useful and edifying to the reader.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then David Ant is asking you, does okra taste the same in every country you have been in? Seriously?
Oh, David, you don't know the half of it. That's the one thing that I will not eat.
Oh, wait, Herby, wait. Where did that come from? Forget about that question. Don't even answer it. Wait, what did you say about okra? I don't think.
That is the one thing that I don't like.
Why?
I don't like it at all. I can't do. I don't know. I even in Haiti when I was growing up, like I used to it was a problem with my mom and everybody. I would not eat it. Like you could put a gun to my head. That's the one thing I can't eat. If it has okra, I'm not touching it. I'm sorry, David. I that's the one. I'm
No,
a
no, no, no. David is actually
remember.
David is actually no, David is actually having the time of his life because David and I, we normally have this, we normally have a war between me and him because of okra. So I'm pro okra, David is anti okra. So there's a standing agreement between me and him. Any guest who comes to the Sunday service has to be asked the okra question.
Ah,
Depending, yeah, depending on the answer the guest gives, I've either won the match or he has won the match. So today he's
oh,
just dancing on the live stream. Like he's just like, yeah, Happy say it louder. And he's
yeah.
going to send me, yeah. The problem he gets very dramatic about it. He starts recording videos and sending them to my WhatsApp, celebrating. It gets out and it gets out of hand.
I'm
So
on David's side on this one. I'm on his side on this one. I can't do it. I don't like it at all.
that alone would have gotten me just out of the Sunday service, Herby. But it's okay. I'll be patient. I'm tolerant. And then let's see. Miss V is saying it will take time for sure. I have the same problem. Miss V says that she never faces the camera, so she says she has the same problem.
Yeah. I think everyone has that
I
problem.
think everyone does.
I mean, if you're not used, nobody's used to this. I think there was an interview from, I think, who was it? Like Beyonce or something, and they were asking her like how she does it, and she get nervous. She's like, "Yeah, I get it. It's not easy. You think it's easy to just go out, even though you've done it so many times, you're still thinking something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
And if you think something's gonna go wrong, then you're still gonna be nervous, you know."
True. Let's see. There's a comment here. I like this comment, and I think this one, when you go to Zambia, probably you'll be able to get more about it. There's a umwana ashenda atasha nyina ukunanaya. A child is always at home and not traveling. Praises the mother for being the best cook. I think just a compliment to your travel journeys and things like that. Like that aspect of not staying in one place and just exploring other places. And I think that's. Yeah, I think that's. I think I'm getting those comments. I think that's those are all the comments I think that I needed to bring to the attention. But yes, we could go back to in terms of what fuels your travel. And I'm very curious to know, like, for example, these 12 countries that you're talking about, is there like a particular criteria like you use to choose your destination, or is it a gut feeling? Is it a cultural connection, or maybe a bit of both? Is there like a way I can never go to this country? You came to Kenya last year, so I'm very happy my country was there. I don't know how you selected Kenya. But how?
I'll tell you how I selected Kenya. Kenya selected me.
Ooh, okay.
So the way it works with Kenya, by the way, my only focus is Black countries, right? So it's only African countries and the Caribbean. That's it. Okay.
Makes sense.
That's my only focus. I want to go where Black people are. Point blank. Period. Okay. So Africa and the Caribbean. Okay, and the plan was to, because Haitians, we have a lot of who are from West Africa, right? Yeah. So, and I always felt like there's a disconnect between Haitians and the Caribbeans and Africans. So that's why my only focus is those places. But how did I get to Kenya? Remember we talked about when I got laid off from work? Yes. That I started my online services to sell my websites and stuff like that. And I started my interviews. I started doing video interviews. So I needed somebody who can do the websites for me, because I started getting clients and I couldn't do them all myself. Yeah. And when I got my clients, somebody reached out to me on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, somebody reached out to me. I don't want to say his name because he's a very shy person, but so he reached out to me on LinkedIn. He was like, "Hey, I see what you're doing, whatever, but I know how to build websites and I'm looking for a job and things like that." And I'm like, this is perfect timing because I'm just starting the business. I'm like, "You know what, man? Like, where are you from?" He said, "I'm in Kenya." I said, "You in Kenya?" I'm like, "Okay." And tell me where in Kenya. He said he's in what was it? He was in, I think he was in Mombasa.
Yes. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's in Mombasa. I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what, man. I have a client. Let's do a test. this is what the client wants. If you can deliver the website, if the client's happy, then we can work together. And he's like, okay, man, let's do it. And then I gave him the information. He built the site. He brought his brother on. They built the site together. I gave the site to the client. The client's happy. I'm happy. And we started working together.
Nice.
So that's how Kenya came on my radar. So now I have a friend in Kenya, right? And we're working. Now, anytime I needed something, anytime I needed somebody to do work for me, I would reach out to him. I'm like, do you know anybody that can do videos? When I started my YouTube channel, I reached out to him. I'm like, do you know anybody in Kenya that can do videos? He's like, yeah, I know somebody. And then he gave me my video guy.
Oh, wow.
So that's how everybody I knew who did work for me were from Kenya, because they would refer me to what I need. So if I needed something else now, if I needed somebody like a writer or somebody that can write good, I'll reach out. Give me somebody that I know, that can write good, and they'll give me another Kenyan.
This is good for Kenya. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and so I knew that I was gonna get to Africa, and that's how Kenya was my choice, because I already have people there that that we work together, and I trust them because we're working together for a long time, and I also want to meet them. I've never met them, so that's how I chose Kenya. So nice. Kenya chose me because he reached out to me.
I like what you said about the countries you visit. It's the black. It's the black people look exactly like you. People actually, people you share the same, that same kind of racial profile. What would you say has been your best? Of course, I know you're going to say Kenya, but I don't want to cloud your judgment. But what has been your best destination? So far in all these countries you've been to. You can pick one African country, and then you can pick the Caribbean, because I know you have to talk about the Caribbean as well, of course, and other than your country, because I know Haiti is in the Caribbean as well. So that one is out. That is home.
Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one, because I do like Kenya, man. I even thought about, I went look at properties in Kenya, real estate and all of that, and I'm thinking like Kenya is one of those places that I can see myself living in.
Yeah.
Kenya is at the top of the list, but there is that one place, Goga, that I always wanted to go, and I went. And I am happy that I went. And I think maybe Hollywood, the movies and stuff like that kind of got to me. And that was Egypt, man. Because I had like a list of countries that, you know what, I cannot die until I go here.
Yeah.
And Egypt was one of those places. I really wanted to go see those pyramids. Because growing up, you watch all the movies, and the pyramids always seems like something that's not real. It was like, damn, that doesn't even look real. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Egypt was, so that's why when I was coming to Africa, I made sure to take a flight that had a stop in Egypt.
Nice.
I didn't go to Kenya straight. I went to Egypt and stayed there for 3 days, and then I took a flight to Kenya, because I really had to get Egypt out of the way. And I went there, I went to the pyramids, and I loved it, man. I loved it. I want to go back. But as far as staying and living a place, Kenya is at the top of the list. I also like Rwanda. Rwanda is a very peaceful type place. It's very nice. But to live in, I like Kenya. I love Jamaica. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. But yeah, but I'm still visiting, and who knows? Maybe another country will take Kenya down. I don't know.
Let me, very curious question. So when was Kenya your maiden visit to the motherland, the African continent?
Yeah, so Egypt would be, because I landed in Egypt first.
Okay. I see your point. Okay, Africa. Yeah. So this trip to Egypt, Kenya, Tanzania.
Yeah, the plan was always Kenya. The plan was Kenya. I just tried to do it the smart way, and it's because I wasn't gonna stay long in Egypt, but I just really wanted to visit. So I just went to Egypt and then come to Kenya. You understand?
Yeah.
But Kenya would have been the first places that I first country that I go to in Africa. But it's only because I was so obsessed with those pyramids. I said, you know what? Let me do a stop in Egypt and then go to Kenya.
Curious question. So when you landed in Africa, and this could be Egypt, this could be Kenya, this could be you've been to Zanzibar, you've been to Rwanda. The cultural connections and maybe just some of the things that stood out for you, because you are originally from born in a Caribbean country. But I know one of the problems you don't have when you visit these other countries, that you're never profiled in any way. You actually blend in right well into the country. I'm sure even in Kenya, you blended in very well. Somebody will just think that, oh, this is another Kenyan just walking in the street. Yeah. I remember that even when we were walking with you that time in Kiambu, nobody could actually stop you and start like asking you questions and things, because you fit in very well in the continent. So are there some cultural differences that you noticed, or maybe some similarities that made you really feel at home when you were in Africa, as compared to the Caribbean where you're born, and even the Caribbean countries you visited? Or are there similarities?
Okay. Well, you will be surprised in my experience. It doesn't matter what country that I'm like. If I'm in a black country where black people are, like you just said, I get there and no one will tell you. Can't tell me I'm not Kenyan. How do you know?
How do you know exactly?
Yeah, if I don't talk or if I don't do anything, like you won't know. And if I'm in Jamaica, it's the same thing. How do you know I'm not Jamaican? And that's why I love traveling. That's why my only focus is the Caribbean and Africa. You understand? Because I like to go places where I fit in, like I'm one of the people. And the good thing for us is, as far as culture shock, the good thing for us is, even though we're far apart, even though you're in Africa and I'm in Haiti, or they're in Jamaica, they're in Trinidad, like wherever they are, it's still somewhat similar, because I don't know if it's a blood thing. I don't know what it is. But we still kind of function the same way. We still do like community type. We live in a community.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what the country is. I think black people we live the same way, which is awesome. We understand, like if I'm in Haiti and we live in a community, and I know all my neighbors know me. I could just go to their house, they can come to my house, and they'll bring food, and I'll bring food to them, and that's how we live, right?
Absolutely.
And it's the same wherever you go. As long as it's a black community, it's like the same way. And so I love that. And here in America, not so much. Because here in America, everybody you have to go by yourself, and whatever it is you're doing, you want it by yourself. You understand? Like, I'm here, I don't even know my neighbor's name.
Yeah.
My neighbor don't even know my name. So that's how it is here in the US. It's very separated, which I don't like. So this is one of the reasons why I love the Caribbean. I love Africa. And I love to be among my people. Like, I've visited other countries before. I've been to France, I've been to the Netherlands, I've been to Switzerland, I've been to, places like that, to Belgium. But those places I will visit, but I wouldn't stay there.
I know. I totally feel you, because the other day I was actually talking to one of my friends, and I was saying, it's very difficult as a black man traveling across Europe. And I remember there's a time we were trying to we were reconnecting with that story when we were in I think we were in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So we were in Italy, just trying to get a connecting flight back to. So we had because we were on a Schengen visa, so we could travel all these countries across Europe. So we needed to go back to France, because that's where our flight home. We needed to take our flight home from Paris. So we are in Italy. We are coming from Venice. The whole experience is like, oh, guys, I've been to Venice, like the book, what William Shakespeare wrote and everything. And then I think we were kind of profiled at the airport. And it took one Italian. There was an Italian young man. I think he was with his father. He literally the one person who stood up for me, and I think my friends, because he literally was. I think he noticed, and I think I was so young by then I could not really read the room. So I didn't know that I was being profiled as a black person, and I literally was the only black people who stood out in that airport. And I remember he literally rose, he literally stood up and started, the Italian scream. It was amazing. Yeah, he literally was shouting at the immigration guys like, "No, leave those young people alone. They've been here for like waiting for you to give them their passport." And with these gestures and everything, and until we got that, so I was like, "What happened?" So the other day, we were like, "Oh my god, you are profiled as black people. We don't have these problems when you're in Africa." it's totally like, I think, a different experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I like that deliberate intention in terms of like, even you're growing up in a country that I would like to think it's a very privileged country. It's the United States. And born in Haiti. I'm sure your kids were born in the States. Are there certain values, at least as the kids are growing up, that you also don't want them to lose, especially this African kind of we are social people, we check on each other, family is very important. Are there ways that you are infusing these values as the kids are growing up, so that they don't just imagine that you can isolate yourself, as probably
Yeah.
what you just
Yeah. So even though the good thing for us is, even though we are living here in the U.S., we've been here for a very long time.
Yeah.
We only speak, Haitian Creole here in the house. So another good thing was,
Oh wow.
yeah, they had to understand, they had to speak Creole. Like I didn't want to, even though it's hard for my little one
Yeah.
to get it. Like he understands everything. He understands everything, but sometimes it's kind of hard for him to respond. But he understands everything. So I really wanted them to speak the language. And of course, the food, it's all Haitian food here, all day, every day. And again, the good thing is all my family's Haitian. So if I go to my mom's house, it's Haitian food. If I go to my whoever to my friend's house, it's Haitian food. So
Yeah.
the culture, even though we're living here in the US, the Haitian culture is still
Intact.
within us. It's still with us. Because even like I said, remember, Black people, we are the same everywhere. We live in communities. Even here in America, we still have our own little community of people that we hang out with and have fun with, and we try to keep those cultural things going within our community. We will have like January 1st is a big day for us Haitians, right? It's where we celebrate, the basically winning the our freedom, right, from France and stuff like that. So we celebrate by drinking. We made this soup. Okay, it's a soup. It's a we call it soup jumeau. It's jumeau is, God. What is jumeau?
It definitely does not have okra.
It's not okra.
Just checking.
Yeah. So we would have this soup. God, what do you call squash? It's squash.
Yeah.
So we would have this soup every January 1st. So it's something we still practice. Like we still practice every single holiday that we have in Haiti. So we keep everything here. Even though we're living here, it's still a Haiti traditions and lifestyles and food and everything. So the only thing they're missing out on is they haven't been to Haiti yet. Things that I need to take them there so they can actually see where we came from and understand the things better. But sometimes it's not easy because there's a lot of political things going on. But eventually I will take them there. Eventually I will be making my way back to Haiti. That's where I'll probably end up for the rest of my life. And I have big plans. My YouTube channel is part of that plan. It's part of basically, Watermeyer. Everybody knows Watermeyer, right?
Yes.
Right. So you see how he's able to do what he does for Ghana and also Africa.
Yes.
Well, that would be my biggest goal, to do the same.
Nice.
Bringing Haiti to the light in front of everyone, but by everyone, I'm mostly, Africa and the Caribbean.
Absolutely. I was going to actually ask, have you been back to Haiti since, I know it's been over 30 years, because I do know you have family, maybe relatives, maybe members of the extended family back home. Have you been back home, and maybe how many times has that been? And, what is the experience, especially the Haiti you left back then and the Haiti today?
Okay.
What, yeah.
So I have been since I've been Haiti twice since I came here. So I've been to Haiti twice, but it was a long time ago. Last time I was there was 2002, so more than 22 years ago.
Ooh, that's a long
Yeah,
time.
so it's a very long time, okay? And a lot of my people on YouTube are telling me, go to Haiti, go to Haiti.
Yeah.
And I will, because Haiti is the master plan. Haiti is the whole, most of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. You
Mm,
understand? And it is because of that that I even started another channel. I have a second channel where I do Haitian content, and I do it in Haitian Creole. So this is me speaking to my Haitian people directly to them. So you asked what is the difference from then and now.
mm,
The biggest difference I would say is we have some, political issues.
yeah.
Every country has their political issues, but we have some major issues in Haiti that needs to be fixed. The people that are in charge are not doing a good job they're not doing their job. Let's put it this way. So the hope is that they can get back on track and do what they need to do to get the country going, to help the people. And back then, it was better because
Mm,
it was safer. It was things were a little, much better.
mm,
And I hope we can get back to that. I hope we can get back to that. Um, One of the mission that I wanna start out is by for Haiti to be one of the Caribbean countries, right? And Haiti is not well known enough as one of the Caribbean.
yes.
You don't hear people talking about, oh, I want to go to Haiti, or because the images that are showing about Haiti are very bad.
True.
There's a
Mm,
very bad imaging about Haiti. You understand? And and when you have issues in the country, and the issue might be happening in one part of the country, but the imaging that's out there, people assume
mm,
whole country. You understand? And so part of what I want to do with my channel is to bring a positive light to Haiti and show people that the positive side and the beautiful side, that Haiti is not what they tell you that it is. It's the people that are not who they tell you they are. And as soon as I go to Haiti, this is going to be my mission. But I have to do the legwork, and the legwork
mm,
is me traveling the Caribbeans, right? And telling people about Haiti and letting them know I am from Haiti. I know what they told you about Haiti, but I'm from Haiti.
yeah.
Telling you
Yeah.
that's not what they said is not true. You understand? Um, and going to Africa and telling you I am Haitian and you're African, you're from Kenya, you're from Ghana. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's the same vibe, and we should find a way to work together more. And that would be that's the mission, man. That is the mission. To put Haiti on a on a light where when people ask Goga, where would you like to go in the Caribbean? I want Goga to
Haiti.
say, I'm going to Haiti.
Yeah.
Like I want Haiti to be the first thing you say. Um, but for me to be able to do that, we have to bring a better image for Haiti on the internet. Right now, it's not so good.
I like, I like that, because I think the Haiti we see in the media, and you remember when I met you in when you're in Kenya last year, and I was like, oh, you're the first Haitian I've met. Like, I was very fascinated, because we don't get to see a lot of Haitians, especially traveling, especially like even in a space like Kenya. Probably they're there, but just that we don't get to see hear those kind of stories on YouTube. I think,
I think there are Haitians. You just don't
yeah,
know that they're Haitians.
exactly. So yeah, for
There's
sure.
Haitians who would they're like, yeah, I'm Haitian, I'm Haitian, I'm Haitian. There's another Haitian that you don't know that they're Haitian because they're
Yeah. So I think for me it was very fascinating just meet you. I was like, oh wow, okay, Haiti, and because and remember what I told you, the image we had of Haiti is what was going on that time when when our government decided to send the security guys there, and that's what everybody was talking about in that particular time. It is guys, go and watch Herby's video. I was honored to like be part of that video. Go and listen to the conversation he's having with the Uber guy. It was very illuminating, just and you could tell that was literally the mood of the nation when it comes to Haiti. We were like, we don't know what Kenya, what business does Kenya have to do with Haiti? Like what are the security guys doing there? Like as if you don't have enough problems, why are you going to like add into problems there? And that was like there's a way I think Haiti has been portrayed in the media, and I like the fact that you're committing to actually trying to. I now finally get what you mean by saying closing the gap. Closing the gap. What does closing the gap mean to you? And I can already see that. I can already see that conversation there in terms of closing the gap, not just in terms of not just in terms of like educating, but also just trying to also like share the knowledge and try to break that stereotype that people have against your nation. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Herbs and Spice Kitchen, thanks so much for coming in. I see a number of people in. Dr. Alice Africa, nice to see you. Thanks so much. Guys, if you have any question you want to ask, please feel free to ask the co-host. That is why he's here for you. In case you have any particular interest that you want to ask, please drop it there. Big Boss Lady T saying, if I cook it, Herby, you'd like it. I did a video on Cajun okra, and my daughter Hope hates okra. She gave my dish a 7.5 at first, and I caught her eating another bowl.
Okay, well, it's very possible. It's very possible, but I have to tell you, this is 42 years of hate. This is 42 years of me hating okra, so I don't know. That might be very tough.
And then David, of course, getting excited. Guka, this is the best co-host you've had this week. You see, when you're pro okra, when you're like anti okra like him, he'll sing your praises the entire time. Yeah. And then Miss V says something very interesting here, and I think maybe you can comment on it. The Caribbean people in America adapt that separation once they get here. Some don't even want to talk to you.
That is true. That is true. That is true. We do adapt the American way of living, right? Which we probably shouldn't be doing because it's not built for us. The way this place here is built, it's not built for us. And when we try to fit in, we lose a lot of ourselves from trying to fit in. Because for you to fit in something that's not for you, you have to do something.
All right. Would you say the cultural? I like what you said earlier on when you were talking about the Haitian community when you got there. Would you say that cultural kind of support actually helps you be able to stay the course, even though you're in a foreign country that does not have maybe the same social structures? Would you say that kind of community could have it does help?
Yeah. So again, we're very community driven, and when you come here, chances are you're gonna have someone from Haiti that can help answer your questions, that can help guide you where you need to go. So that helps a whole lot. So yeah, community is all it is. And again, this is why my interest is Africa and the Caribbean. That's it.
And the Caribbean. All right. Then Major is just getting excited. It will be a great encounter with the author. My Herby, hoping to meet you when you storm Zambia. Like I said, when you storm Zambia.
Yeah, man, I will. Like I said, man, as long as I'm here, the plan is to do all countries in Africa. And tell all my people about Haiti. I need y'all to know Haiti. Everybody knows about Jamaica. I was in Kenya. Kenyans get really excited when we talk about Jamaica.
I'm sure even when you took a matatu, you could hear Jamaican songs. Like literally we've grown up on Jamaican music. And
yeah, it was like Kenyans are so excited when they hear Jamaica. I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. But you also know there's Haiti. Okay, we're here too.
And speaking of Haiti, and let's now zero in on the content creation. Let me just put up something on the screen. I was just trying to like showcase a few pictures here before we move to the. So this is your main channel.
Yeah.
There, who is Herby. And yes, guys, you can see this is the main channel that I've pinned on top of my chat. Who is Herby? Closing the gap between.
Not to cut you off, but you see my banner. So my banner is, you'll see it's the Haiti. You see the Haiti map on the glasses.
Let me pull the channel. Let me pull the channel. I think it's easier to see on the main channel. Let's see who is Herby. There we go. I think it's bigger. All right. So Abby, you're explaining something. Let me put us down here.
Saying, like, you see my banner, and my banner is all basically you see the map on the left on the glasses, that's Haiti. On the right, that's Africa, obviously, right?
Nice.
And then everywhere else is the Caribbean.
Oh my goodness, that is great. And then I like your glasses there.
Yeah, I always have my little glasses thing to that's my thing. But yeah, so that's all I'm interested in, man. So you probably won't find me. I mean, you will find me in other countries. I'm not saying I'm not gonna visit other countries. I will, because I've been to South America, America. I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to I've been to Colombia, but there's so many other places that I want to go. But as of right now, that is my focus. It's Black people, it's African people, it's Haitians, it's the Caribbeans. I know there's a large population of Black people in Brazil. So those are the places you're probably gonna find me.
Okay, there's a very beautiful comment here by Miss V. Miss V says, this I think this is on your latest video. I just saw your video. Yeah, I just saw your video at Ban.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Miss V, you should definitely try it. It's she opened up this nice restaurant, a Haitian restaurant, and I wanted to go there and check it out. She had me over there, and I had a nice plate, and it's a very nice, man. I don't know if you've had Haitian food, but if you haven't, you should definitely give it a go.
I saw you really enjoyed that meal, and I like the conversation you guys were having.
It was good, man, because I'm starting to do something different now. I want to do like an entrepreneurship type of video to my channel, and I want to do entrepreneurs from everywhere. It's gonna be the same theme. So it's gonna be Haitians, Caribbean people, and African people. So you probably find me at a Nigerian restaurant here in and checking out jollof rice or something. You understand?
And that's a good thing. It's giving me like it's like you're breathing life into billions. Like the billions. It's like it's exactly the same thing, but now you are putting it now on the YouTube scale.
On the YouTube scale. Absolutely.
Yeah, it comes off that way, like what you get, what you're already doing at your company.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you guys watching, if you know any entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, Haitians, Africans, Caribbean, from anywhere, and they have a nice positive business, something going on, I would love to go and have an interview, sit down with them, and then publish it on the channel. I have no problem doing that.
Amazing. And I like that because it also means you're listening to feedback, because I do watch a couple of your videos, and I remember looking at the comments. You're also very great at responding to comments, and I think I like that. And I remember somebody actually told you that you need to bridge the niche between finance and finance entrepreneurship and your content. And I already see that angle coming in there when you start focusing on the businesses, because it's also going to like help the channels. So that's actually that's very smart.
Yeah. Because again, part of this is to also promote it's promoting Black people in general. So it's not even just Haiti. Of course, the Haiti is the focus because I'm Haitian and I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
But it's Black people in general, So I just want to see, we're all family. I just want to see all of us do good.
All right. I'm going to ask you a question, Herby, because you're also one of the most transparent people on YouTube. You decided, I think it was like last month, you decided to start disclosing how much you've earned on a video. Now, the question I'm going to ask you here is going to like set the stage for your answer.
Mm-hmm.
What is that one destination or video that unexpectedly blew up and gave you like it gave you like it's kind what is that video? There's that video that you did on your channel based on your travels at Who is Herby that blew up. Probably
Okay.
you did not expect it. Maybe you expected it. What is that one video so that we can go look for it right now?
Okay. So on Who is Herbie, right?
Yes, on Who is Herby. Then I'm coming to the other channel.
Okay. So on Who is Herbie, the video that blew up. I have a couple, but the main one that I want to say would be the one I did in Jamaica not too long ago. There you go. The first one. There you go.
Yeah.
First one is I did in Jamaica.
Wait, 68,000 views. Jeez.
Yeah. That's the most viewed I have on this channel. By the way, that's my most viewed video on this channel. Okay.
Wait, 68,000 views for a 27-minute video. Happy, you need to tell us the secret. What happened? How much did you get from this? Give us all the, give us all the tea. Give us all the tea on this video.
You know what? I want to give you the exact number because I don't want to lie. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Wow.
It's at least $500. Hold on.
And guys, I want you to listen to what Happy is saying because Happy has never done a live stream.
I have never done a live stream. This is my first.
Happy does not do live streams. Happy just does videos. And I want you to listen to what he's saying next because it's going to be very important for those of you who don't do live streams. Man has never done a live. This I think could have probably been his first live stream. I did like connect with this thing.
I don't like to say because I really want everybody to do a YouTube. If you want to get on there, you want to do it. Please do it. There's enough for all of us. You're not gonna take any food from me. You want to do? I lost you. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now. Okay.
Yeah. So you are looking for something. So I was waiting for you.
I'm looking for because I want to give you the exact number, right? So this video here, you asked me how much I made, right?
Yes.
Here. See it? It is. Oh yeah, I can't see.
Oh, sorry. The green screen will not.
Okay,
just wait. Let me put you on solo layout. Oh my goodness! Wait, am I seeing correctly? Hold on. 532 US.
Exactly. So this video made me $500.
A video you posted 2 months ago made you 500. That is like that is 5 times the threshold amount on YouTube on AdSense.
So that's how much that video made me, 60,000 views. And it is my most viewed video on that channel.
Yeah.
And so you can imagine that's the most I've ever made. So this is my most viewed video. You understand?
On a single video.
On a single video. Since it was published. So it's not like so people don't get
No, it wasn't a one-time event.
500 a month. 500 a month. People are gonna hear that. They're gonna be like, "Oh wow, 500 a month." No, not that. It's 500 since it's been published. That's how much it made all together. Okay.
Wow.
So and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I didn't expect it to make to blow up. And
let me ask you.
That's actually the video that inspires my other channel, by the way.
Ah, nice. Let me ask you something. When you are making this video, you probably, like there's a way YouTubers, we are normally very realistic. We are very practical about the views we get on videos. Did you ever imagine it would blow up when you are shooting it? And
yeah. So no, I did not know. I knew it was gonna get some views, and I'll tell you why. And Jamaicans are gonna love this, okay? Because I have to give them their props.
You have a number of Jamaicans on the live stream, so they are listening.
Oh, they're gonna love this. I know. Anything you do in Jamaica is gonna get views.
I like even how your accent changed.
Because people everybody loves Jamaica. People are in love with Jamaica. They want to see the food, they want to see the women, they want to see the music. They want anything Jamaica is gonna get some views. I don't care if you're a new channel. Wow. If you do it in Jamaica, you will get some views, and that is the honest truth. Okay, and this is why you will have a lot of YouTubers go to Jamaica to get some content. You will get views. You will get views. So I knew I was gonna get some views. I didn't know that it was gonna be 60K. Um, but and the other reason I knew that this one was gonna get some views
Yeah.
is because it's Haiti and Jamaica. So now
Ah,
I can get audiences on both sides. I can get
nice.
Haitians to watch this, and I can get Jamaicans to watch this. And Haitians and Jamaicans, we're always, we vibe together. Some will say we have, we have some. Some will say we're fighting with each other sometimes, but it's all love mostly. It's all love mostly.
One of the Jamaicans has told you that is it. Like
That's
that.
true. I'm not gonna see it, and that is true. It's you do something in Jamaica, it's gonna get some views. Jamaicans really do support your videos, and you got Jamaicans in the diaspora who want to see you back home. You got
Yeah.
other Caribbean countries who want to see what's going on in Jamaica and Trinidad and those places. It's pretty much the Caribbean too, by the way. It's not just Jamaica. And the edge that Jamaica has over some of the other places, I think, is, for example, there's a lot of content creators in Haiti right now making good content about Haiti and stuff like that. But they might not get the type of views that the Jamaica video will get, only because ours is limited to just the Haitian Creole, to the language.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the language, yes.
You understand? Because if we're making it in Haitian Creole in the language, then it's kind of limited. There's not many people here in the US that will watch this if they don't understand what you're saying.
And
Whereas
yeah.
people in Jamaica, when they make a video, it's English. I mean, even though it's sometimes it's hard to understand what they're saying.
Yeah,
but you
man.
can figure it out. You understand? I think the language is a big part into it. You know what I mean? Like, you from Kenya, you can watch a Jamaican video, somebody in Jamaica making a video, and you understand what they're saying.
Yes, true.
And you couldn't do that if you were watching a Haitian video in Haiti in Haitian Creole. You understand what I'm saying?
Makes sense. And that is, and you say that one video inspired you to on a second channel, and talk to us about this. Talk to us about this second channel, and this channel is popping.
So this channel here is the Haitian Explorer, which is.
Let me check the most popular video first. Guys, wait for it. 3 weeks ago.
112. Yeah, that's my most viewed video here on that channel.
Have you just hold on? How do you just stay like very calm and collected, and you have a video that has 112,000 views, and you're just so relaxed, and it's like a 35-minute video, 100,000 views. That is like the total views on somebody's channel.
Yeah, but I'm happy. It's 100. It's my first 100 view video.
Yeah.
And it was coincidentally it was Kenya. It was the video of Kenya. And and what I'm doing on this channel, though, here's what I'm doing, right? I have so many videos on my other channel, my Who is Herby channel, right?
Yeah.
And most of them are not getting good views. Okay. So I decided, you know what? Because I always wanted Haitians to kind of support me in the channel. I'm Haitians and I'm representing with the flag everywhere I go. But most of my audience are not Haitians. So I can't understand why Haitians are not following. And then it hit me. It's because they don't understand what I'm saying.
The language.
The language. They don't understand what I'm saying. So I'm like, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll take one of my videos, and then I'm going to do a voiceover in Haitian Creole, and I'm just going to explain what's happening in the video in the voiceover. So I'm just sitting at home talking about my trip in Kenya, and I went there and I did this and I ate this and I did that in Haitian Creole, and boom, 100K views.
One video.
And I was monetized in less than 2 weeks.
Wait. You start a channel, you upload a video just gets 112K views. One video got you monetized.
One video got me monetized. That one video there.
One video got you 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. One video.
That one video got me 22,500 subscribers, and he got
Man,
20,000 watch hours.
guys,
So,
guys, you better give the man some flowers. Drop some nice hats there.
so I was shocked too. And so when I saw that, I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do my Haitian. I'm gonna do my. So I started translating all my videos. As you
Even
can,
in titles.
yeah, everything is in Haitian Creole. So you can see this is me in Kenya. This is me in Zanzibar. Basically, all the videos that I already have on my other channel, and then I just do them voiceovers in Haitian Creole.
Wow, this is amazing.
And as
And
you
and
can see, they're all getting good views.
and the videos are getting good views. Like I see, none of these videos is less than. I mean, they all have an upwards of like of 1,000 probably. I think the one that probably did not do well is maybe this one for 4 weeks ago, but the rest are doing very well.
Yeah, that was the first one I put on the channel.
Amazing, amazing. And it got monetized and stuff. I mean, now you have two channels that are monetized. Where are you putting your efforts? I'm sure you're leaning more towards your people.
I'm leaning towards my people, man, only because I mean I love both channels because I still have because they kind of work hand in hand. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it kind of works because remember the other one is Who is Herby and this one is the Haitian Explorer, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of go both hand in hand. So I'm still gonna be making my videos on Who is Herby in English. And then that video, I'm going to do voiceover and explain what's happening in Haitian Creole for this video. So it's still going to be the same. So so now I have two channels to worry about.
I love it. And Hubs and Spice, Misha Hubs and Spice Kitchen says, that's amazing. You cracked the code, bro. I mean, it is, it is so simple, Herbie, how you say language. It was just your people. Why are my people? I like how it bothered you. Why are my people not watching my content?
They're not watching my content. I couldn't understand it. And I'm doing my best to promote Haiti, and I'm from Haiti and I got the flag and I'm doing all of that. And I got no Haitian subscribers and I can't understand. And that was it. They don't understand what I'm saying. And as soon as I started doing in Haitian Creole, and all of a sudden, like this channel is gonna pass Who is Herby in less than a month, in I don't know, 2 weeks time.
Clearly, I can tell. You can already tell that it's already, the algorithm loves it and everything. I mean, that means if you got monetized on one video, did the revenue you got from the Haitian Explorer, have you exceeded your threshold? I know the typical threshold is normally 100 US. Have you exceeded your threshold on the new channel, considering how young it is?
Okay, so because I do my threshold high. I don't do the low threshold. I don't do the $100. I do.
Guys, can you explain that? That's funny.
Yeah, so I do mine very high. So mine is set at $1,000, only because I want when the money comes in, I want to be able to do something with it. And there's not much I can do with $100. And whatever the money I make, I try to put it back into the channel, whether that's traveling or whether that maybe I need a new camera, maybe I need microphones, like whatever it is I need, that money is for that. And for me to imagine, cameras are very expensive, right?
Yeah, they are.
So for me to get a new camera, I have to put the threshold very high. It's set at 1,000. And when I get that 1,000, it might take me, a very long time to get to 1,000. Okay.
Yes.
But I don't care if it takes me 6 months to get to 1,000. But when I get that 1,000, I can just take it out and go get my camera. You understand? So
I like that.
yeah, I don't like doing the threshold thing. So it takes me a very long time to meet my threshold because I keep it high.
No, I love it because it's also very intentional and deliberate, because you're not just looking at getting some quick small money and then you spend it, but you're looking at the long game, which is this money can be 1,000 US in the next like couple of months.
Right.
One other fascinating thing about your channels is that you make your revenue purely on ad revenue. It's not. I don't think it's not memberships. It's not super chats. It's not. It's not. It's not live streams, because most people do live streams so that they can make money. You don't even have a single live stream in any of your channels. and I want you to probably should keep it that way. Like, it's
I have never
amazing.
done a live stream. I probably will try.
Yeah.
Maybe do like a Q&A, see if people want to hear from me and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of live stream yet. Maybe I will, but not yet. But most of everything I make is from ads because I only do videos. No super chat, nothing like that. I
Oh,
do have one subscriber who subscribed to my what do you call it? The subscribers
the membership.
membership. I do have one person. I was so excited. I'm like, oh my god, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
because
do
people
have
join this
one
membership
person.
so that they
Uh,
can flex them on live streams, and you don't do live streams, which is amazing.
I have one person in my membership, man. That I thought that was so cool, and yeah, and I want to do a video and do a shout out for her, man. But yeah,
Guys,
um,
you can join the membership. Let me give you a promotion. Guys, feel free to join Herby's membership as well. It's open. It's set up on Who is Herby. It's not yet set up on the Haitian Explorer. You'll see a join button on Who is Herby when you go there, so you can join his member. Let me. I know you'll not do it because you're very modest, so I'll do it for you.
well, thank you. But no, that was very nice, man. I mean, these are things I get really excited about because I can't believe somebody would want to see more of this, you know. But yeah, I love it, man, and I hope I can use it in a positive way, not just for Haiti, but for Black people as a whole in Africa and the Caribbean and Haiti.
You know, Abby, one of the things I think one of the things you've fascinated people with on this show today is you can actually grow a channel purely on videos because as small YouTubers, I think sometimes we may have been misled that live streams are the way to go. But you've never done a single live stream.
I have
Like,
never done a single live stream. I think the second channel is teaching me more than the first one. Because it's really about making the videos that people are asking you to make. So I do, because right now, because it's all in Haitian Creole, you might not understand it, but in the comments, they're telling me exactly what they want to see next.
and they write in Creole, right?
They write in Creole, and they're telling me exactly what they want to see next. Okay, we want to see this type of, or man, you didn't show us enough of this. Make sure you show it in the next video. And so I just listen to what they say and kind of give it to them, and they stick around. In every video I post, and I'm getting a lot of love from my Haitian people, which is what I've been looking for. Me, and I have been, I have been doing Who is Herby for almost 3 years.
I know, and then finally one. Then it's like something very simple, language. Your people need to hear you.
Language. And I was thinking about doing it on Who is Herby. I was thinking about switching and doing Haitian Creole on Who is Herby. I'm like, damn, I don't want to mess up what I already have, so let me just do it.
You already have your English audience there. So is it manageable, like running 2 channels that are monetized, or how difficult is it? Because in terms of just one of the things I know you said is that you do take a lot of notes. You do a lot of planning in terms of what you're doing. How is it managing 2 channels from a creator perspective? Is it like more work? Is it something that is manageable? How are you navigating this challenge?
So it is more work, but in my case, it kind of works because it's all the same content. All the same content. I'm still going out shooting videos for my Who is Herby channel. I do that in English, and I publish that. Then I take that, and then I do a voiceover in Haitian Creole. Okay. So it's the same video. So I don't have to go out and record twice.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Because Abs and Spice Kitchen was asking, do you use the same content for both channels? You don't fear a risk, or okay? It looks like no. You've given it.
I do use the same content for both channels, but you have to do it in a smart way. You don't want to just You don't want to just take that one and just put it there. You know what I'm saying? So I do. It's small clips. So what I do is, you'll see me sitting down and talking. All right, this story is about this, and I was there, and then I'll do like a few seconds, and I'll show what I'm talking about, and then it cuts back into me sitting down.
Oh, smart! So it comes off like you're reacting, and which changes
so it's like I'm reacting to what happened.
Yeah, which changes the whole context, and that is safe on YouTube. Okay, makes sense.
Right. So you don't want to take the whole video and just post it on another channel. So I'm reacting to what happened. Basically I'm telling a story of what happened, and I do small clips and showing them what I'm talking about, and then it comes back to me, and then I talk about it, and then they go back to the clip, show what I'm talking about, and then it goes back and forth. And
I
which
love it.
is a problem because it's all my content, even though it's two different channels, but they're
Yeah,
both.
it is. Yeah, because anyway, you're the only person who can actually initiate a takedown request anyway. So if it was, yeah, because it's your
Really?
content anyway. It's your content anyway. So no one.
Yeah. So it's not like someone can come to me and be like, "You using my content, bro." You
Yeah,
know, it's fine.
just to be,
They're both
just to
my
be.
content. I'm talking about, what I'm. Hopefully, that's not against the rules on YouTube.
No, that's actually what YouTube normally advises, that when in case you have to use a video that is already existing, you have to totally change the entire context of the video. So you see what you're doing, you're actually changing it, because it's not exactly the same video, but you are reacting and you're commenting, which it's not going to look the same like what is on Herby. So,
Exactly. So that's
so
that's what I'm doing, and like I said, hopefully it's not against YouTube laws or something, but that's what I'm
no,
doing. But I don't think it
it's
would be
not.
a problem because it's my content, right?
It's your
Maybe
content, and you are changing it. It's not your the
I
moment
am
you the
changing it.
moment
Right.
yeah, the moment you change it, it's a different language here. The title is different, the thumbnail is different.
Everything
Like
is
you've totally altered that content, so it does not look like the same thing. So I think you're within the rules actually.
yeah.
That's very smart. That's very smart. And then there's something Flora said here. Flora says, "I love such good money problems." Happy made me laugh before he came before we came live. We were discussing this backstage with him, and he said, "Goga, me, I set my threshold high." And I was like, the last time I tried to tell my community to set their thresholds, like they can withhold their threshold, they're like, "Goga, what if we are demonetized? YouTube is going to take my money." And I was like, you guys are always so scared you're going to be demonetized. It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't think it's the right way to think. I think you don't want to think, "Oh, I'm gonna be demonetized," because
Yeah.
I believe a lot in what you say. When you put something out, then that's
Yes,
exactly what's gonna happen. So I don't want to
absolutely.
put anything out to say, "Oh, this is bad, it's gonna happen." I'm not gonna put it out there because it might happen. Okay. So try to stay positive, and everybody has different goals, and like I said, for me, my goal is always to use the money towards the channel,
Mm.
and it has to be a certain amount for me to be able to do that. Like $100 is not gonna buy a plane ticket. You understand? So if I want a trip to go, wherever, $500, $300, then that can at least buy me a plane ticket.
Yeah.
If I do $100, I'm just gonna go take that 100 and go eat it at a restaurant somewhere, and then I'm back to
Yeah,
zero.
exactly. No, I love it, guys. And guys, I hope you're taking notes. So, number one, you can set your threshold high. You don't need to eat all your proceeds in 1 month. You can save for something long in the long term. Number two, I think I also like the ideas around YouTube video creations. Let us talk about gear and in terms of the investment that goes into your content creations. So, most people think travel is very expensive. And for you, you don't have a 9 to 5 job. You're actually an entrepreneur. So that means sometimes you actually also have to be more. For you, I think I think you are more prudent than a typical person who has a 9 to 5 job, because your work depends on the clients. So for people who are looking into getting into the travel space, or maybe people are looking into traveling as a way of making content and they are on a budget, how do you navigate navigate this situation around the cost? And then the second thing I would ask, just based on that, is the kind of gear you've invested in terms of your content. Do you use a camera? Do you use a GoPro? What do you use to make your content? Editing the content, because for you are a video channel, so editing is a big deal for you. Do you normally edit your own videos, or you outsource the editing? Just walk us through the cost of being who is Herby.
Okay, so the first camera I have is a GoPro. Okay, yeah, this is the GoPro. Which one is this? I think this is the 11. Okay, this is the first camera I bought since I started, and this is the same one I still have. Actually, I have two cameras. I have this GoPro, and I have a camera Insta360. You know those 360 cameras?
Yes. Ah, those fancy cameras. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, the 360 cameras. So I have those are the two cameras I have. And the 360, I don't even use it that much. I thought I was gonna use it more, but I don't use it. I only use the GoPro.
Hmm.
Okay. And what I do is I have the GoPro, the cloud base where I can upload my video to the cloud, right?
Ah,
And
okay.
so I go out and I record as much as I can. And then when I get home, I upload it to the cloud and then I delete it from the card. So the cloud is full of videos, right?
Hmm.
And then I have remember I told you I have my guy in Kenya who makes my videos, who edit my videos.
Yes.
So he has access to my cloud.
Oh.
So all I have to do is upload it to the cloud, and then he goes in, he logs in, and he makes the videos.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Curious question. So how does he know? Like, so how do you like give him like a direction in how you
Oh, I
want to tell
did,
him?
I did, I do. So I would do. I don't know if you remember. I used to do my videos in episodes.
Yes.
I would say episode. This is Jamaica episode 1, or this is Jamaica episode 2, because I wanted to do it like a TV show in the beginning.
Mm.
I wanted to do it where I didn't want to lose any content. You know how sometimes you go record and
Yes. And
some
then
content don't make sense and you can't
yeah.
use all the content. And I was like, man, I want to use everything I record. So the only way for me to do that is to do it by episodes. So each video starts where the other one left off.
Ah, like a continuation of the series.
It's like a whole continuation. It's like a whole, like if I go to Jamaica, I have Jamaica season 1, and
Yeah.
that's pretty much from the airplanes, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. So you can pretty much follow everything that I did in Jamaica
Yeah.
based on each episodes.
And you've done playlists for these things. I like how you've created playlists based on these travels.
Yeah, so I've listed everything in playlist, the per countries and stuff like that, which it works. It works. So yeah, so those are the only gears that I have, man. Only a GoPro, and I have a mic. I use the Rode mic, the Rode microphone. This
Yeah.
one, I use
Oh wait,
that.
wait. Let me just stop sharing so that people can see what you're showing on the screen. Just do it
Yeah,
again.
Rode microphone. This one.
Oh, nice
Yeah, yeah.
quality sound. Hmm.
Right. So I got this one and my GoPro, and that's all the gear I have, man. I have nothing else. I have
Okay.
nothing else. That's all I need. But yeah.
Nice. So where would you say where is your pain point in content creation? Is it the editing part? Is it
Anything.
the
Anything. Editing. That's what I don't like to do it.
so you outsourced it
I
exactly
don't like editing at all. But now I'm doing my own editing now
because of the Creole thing.
because of the Creole channel, because my
Yeah.
Kenyan guy does not understand what I'm saying. My guy in Kenya does not understand what I'm saying. So now I have to do my own editing in the other channel.
Yeah. And then you have a beautiful comment here. Flora says, "I'm encouraged by Herby. I love travel and I'm not so keen on live streams yet. I'm almost getting a grip of these streets." That's good stuff. No, I like how
You should begin. Start now. Start today. It's gonna take. There's a learning curve. There's a learning curve. You're gonna have to learn to do some things, and it's gonna take time. So the earlier you start, the better.
yeah. And then Boss Lady says, "I love editing." Boss Lady, why are you like this? Why are you screaming that you love editing? You're among the first YouTubers I've ever heard say that they love editing.
I know. I don't love it at all. Like if I can, I hope the channel makes enough money where I can just hire a team of editors to just. All I want to do is just record and you guys figure it out.
You know, Happy, that's actually what you are doing. You record as much footage because you know somebody is going to make sense out of it.
Yeah, you make it make sense. That's your job.
Yeah. Okay. And then Miss V says that is it. 100 USD is just money to eat out or order through Uber. I think I will definitely try to increase my threshold also and use the money for something substantial.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a long time to for you to get that. It's not gonna be a monthly thing. I mean, people ask you how much you make a month on YouTube, But I'm like, well, it's not a monthly thing. It might take me 4 months to make $100. So, you know, it is what it is. Just go with what it is, you know, what you have.
Okay, cool. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Lucy, nice to see you. Lucy, thanks so much for coming. Guys, great questions on the live stream. Great questions, great engagement. I like the fact that you're asking. Louise joining us from Nigeria. He said it's a lot of work editing. You.
It really is, and I don't like it at all. Man.
Yeah, everybody's complaining about editing. So, and I like how you say for you make it practical for you so that you're toast. And I think it comes from your business mindset. It's like, I need to free up time to do other things. So let somebody else worry about the editing, and then I can.
Yeah, editing takes most of the time. So, and it is what you have to do to kind of get people to watch. So,
yeah. What would you say has been your biggest, especially like the biggest revelation? Because now on this other channel that you say got monetized in less than 2 weeks. And guys, to those of you who are just joining the live stream, we are speaking to who is Herby. Who is Herby is joining us all the way from the US, but he's originally from Haiti. Yeah, he's originally from Haiti, and he loves traveling the world. So we are talking, we are getting a few tips in terms of how he approaches his content creation through his travels. The link is pinned up there on top of my chat if you want to find out what he does. He has 2 channels. I just learned about the second channel today that got monetized in less than 2 weeks, and is just trying to break it down for us. So in case you have any particular question that you want to ask in terms, he only does videos. He has never done a live stream. All his channels got monetized on videos alone. Purely got his watch hours and subscribers from, and his full monetization. He makes the money he makes on YouTube is purely on ad revenue. That is a channel that you need to watch out for. Those are channels that you need to like go and understand their content creation path, because most of us we stay so long on live streams trying to like make that money. But I always tell you guys the money is on the videos, and he was able to show you what he made from one of his most popular videos. So that is the conversation we are having here today, and that's why we are you guys found us in the middle of talking about editing. So in case you have not connected to his channel and you want to understand what he does, go there. You learn a thing or two that can also be very beneficial to your channel. I was going to ask, like, now with the second channel, the Haitian Explorer, where you have to like do like the translation in Creole. It's some form of editing. I mean, how do you like, how you finding that exercise? Because it's like you're doing a reaction video. You are a reactor technically, but now because so I don't know what is the strategy that you found around it, and what has been the most interesting revelation from that exercise?
So I'm reacting to my own videos. I'm not reacting.
Exactly.
So most reaction videos and most people who do this, they're reacting to someone else's content. You understand?
Yes.
And for me, I'm reacting to my own videos. I'm pretty much just telling my people about, and they're very interested in Africa. All they want to hear is about Africa. I mean, I do other videos where I talk about businesses and stuff like that. They be like, nah, go back. Go back to Kenya. Tell us what's happening in Kenya. Tell us what's happening in Kenya. How was it?
Yeah.
How was the food in Kenya? So I'm reacting to my own video. So to me, because it's my story, I did it. I went there. It's very easy for me to do because I was the one experiencing it. I'm not reacting to someone else's stuff. So that part is easy. And the process for that is quite easy. I just pick one of my videos that I've done and I just watch it just to refresh my memory what happened. Right?
Yeah.
I refresh my memory what happened. I just put my camera on and I started talking. I'm like, yep, this story is about when I was in Kenya, my friend Goga came to pick me up. And we go out and he showed me all around and we got some what did we get? We got some sugar canes and Goga he bought me what do you call it? Is that a scarf? What do you call it? The red.
Oh yeah, the Masai Shuka. Oh yeah, you yeah, wow. You have it, you still have it, by the way.
Yeah. So you bought me this, so I'm explaining what happened and I'm doing clips and I'm showing them and stuff. I'm going back and forth. So it's kind of like how it is. And it's very fun to do because I get to relive the trip.
What you did. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
and,
get to
and I
do
think and I think it's also like a great option because now even if like you had outsourced the editing part, you get to see now the video from a very different lens because you're like, oh wow, I actually did this. Like I
yeah.
like how you just talked about the sugarcane thing, and I was like, I just remembered, yeah, we bought sugarcane. You bought sugarcane for
But
us.
sugar cane, yeah. So and they're all interested in that stuff. They're like very interested to hear how it went and where did I go, and they're asking questions in the comments,
Yeah.
and I love it, man. I love. I actually, I don't want to say it too loud, but I'm enjoying the new channel more than more than Who's Herby because they're more engaged and they're asking me questions. They're interested.
Happy, I would enjoy the new channel more. You got that channel monetized. One video got that channel monetized. I would
One
enjoy
video
it
got
more.
me
One
monetized.
video.
One
One
video.
video. Wow.
Yeah.
I
Because
love
they're
this.
very interested in Kenya. Because especially, now that Haiti and Kenya's got something
Yes.
on,
Yes.
now Haitians are interested in Kenya. Like, what's going on in Kenya? Why are they here? Like what's going on here?
We
And
don't.
the
And,
fact
and
that
I'm sure.
I'm Haitian and I went to Kenya. Now they want to see what's happening in Kenya. You understand?
Yeah, because even Kenyans have no idea what we are doing in Asia. Like, why are we even there? Like, we don't even understand it, even us as Kenyans. So I think you can do actually very nice follow up to that topic because I think now with
Man,
the UN.
man, you know
Yeah,
what? I wish when I was in Kenya that I actually did some videos in Haitian
yeah.
Creole where I didn't have to do translations and I just did
Oh,
Haitian Creole. That probably would have get a lot of views because it would have been direct from there. And now they're very interested to see what's going on in Kenya because
yeah.
of the relations that they have now.
Yeah, but don't worry, you can always come back, and the channel is doing very
I
well.
am coming back. I'm most definitely coming back, man. So Kenya is like is probably going to be my base in Africa. I'm gonna go different places, but probably be back to Kenya very, more often.
Yeah, and this even Lilian Okendo, this is my fellow country person, and she's from Kenya. She says, yeah, everybody wants to know what's really happening. Yeah, because even Kenyans have no idea. And
They're
I was
not sure
telling
what
her,
really happened. Even
yeah,
we don't even know what really happened.
I was
We
telling
don't
Happy
know
this.
what this is all about. All we know is the Kenyans are coming over to help. The insecurity that's going on in the capital city of Port-au-Prince. That's all they tell us. That's all we know. But I mean, I don't want to get into politics. What I will say is, it's not working out so good.
It's not. We lost. I mean, and we lost one of the security guys. I think it was last month, and it was very gruesome.
Yeah,
Seeing some of those videos, and yeah, it's one of those things. I think that and I think that's what is going to make that channel pop out more because I think it can clarify. And the good thing, you're having like reaction from your countrymen in Haiti who are actually asking these questions and they want to see these things. So it's pretty
yeah.
good.
So yeah, it's good, man. So this channel is looking good. I'm happy with it. We'll see where it lands. When
Yeah,
I
you're being asked when are you going to Nigeria?
supposed to go to Nigeria this year, but I'm not gonna go anymore. I mean, I'll be honest, because of money.
Mm.
Because it costs a lot of money to go from here to go to Africa. It costs a lot of money. So you have to be ready for that. And also, when I come to Africa, I don't want to just go to one country because it's so far.
Oh,
So I want to be able to go to at least 4 different countries or 5 different countries. So I have to bring a lot of money with me. I don't want to just go to Nigeria and then come back home. You
oh
understand?
yeah, because like you went and then just flew back and
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't make sense to me because it's so far away and it's going to cost me a lot of money. So if I go to Nigeria, I have to go to Nigeria, I have to go to Ghana, I have to go to Senegal, I have to go to Gambia, and then I
yeah.
come home. And so that way I come home visiting 4 or 5 different countries, then I'll be happy. And even if it takes me another 2 years to come, but I know when I do come, I'm going to go visit at least 5 different countries.
Mm.
That's why I haven't been to Nigeria yet, but it's on my list.
Nice. Nigeria gets to be a whole experience, and you'll blend in very well. I mean, the first time I met you, I thought you're Nigerian.
I'm Igbo.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure you get that a lot. Yeah, because Nigerians always have this, they have this like huge, like, yeah, you definitely start. I would have thought you're Nigerian. But
Absolutely.
speaking of money as one of the, the things that actually, of course, can now fuel the travel. Um, are there ways you go around? Because I know if you're a traveler, I know money. You have to find ways of budgeting around money. How do you try to like make sure you're cutting on costs as much as possible as a traveler, and also ensuring that you're getting content? One of the things I like, and happy we can just go through this real quick, the pictures on the screen. Um, One of the things I like when I watch your content is how you profile not just Haiti, like as in this picture, but also like how you hang out with the local people. It really stands out in your videos. Like you're always hanging around your local people. This is very funny. I said I'll click in this picture. Yeah, fascinating. Um, so those kind of things, like you do hang out with the local people. It is the lady maybe who is like making food in the streets. It is that Jamaican gentleman who was fishing. Those kind of things. I like those kind of. They bring in a lot of humanity in the content.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the ways you normally like navigate cutting on costs, especially during the trips? Because I know if you're on a budget and you have to go to these different places, it means you also have to find ways of saving.
Okay. Managing cost. So most of the time I travel alone. So because I am alone, I can stay in places that are not so expensive. Okay.
Hmm.
So I would really, yeah, I know I'm Igbo. We're all the same from West Africa. All Haitians
Yeah.
are what are we? We're from most Haitians are like from Benin, Togo,
Yeah.
Nigeria, and those places on the west. So yeah. So managing cost is I stay at Airbnbs. I've never stayed at like hotels,
Fancy
five
hotel.
or anything like that. So I'll go on and the cheapest Airbnb I can find, that's where I'm gonna stay. Okay, because I'm staying by myself, so I don't have kids or anybody to worry about, and so I manage cost on where I stay, and I manage cost on the type of food that I eat. Um,
Mm.
Mostly street food. So that's going to be much cheaper than going to big restaurants and getting food because I travel. I don't go on vacations. People go on vacation a lot of money.
Yeah. I
Right?
like I like that because for you travel is also like you're working actually.
Yeah, because I have to create videos and I still have to bring my laptop, like I told you, because I
Yeah.
still have to log on and work. Um,
Yes.
and that way. So yeah, so I travel. I do my best to keep it light, affordable, cheap. I'll eat what the locals are eating. Uh,
Yes.
and a lot of times I will have friends, people that I meet on social media. I will have other YouTubers like yourself that will tell me where to go, how to do it, and stuff like that. So I do try to manage costs as much as I can, and I do a great job. In places like Kenya are lovely because a friend of mine took me to it's called a hotel. They call it a
Yeah.
hotel, and I'm like, I'm like a hotel. Like I don't understand. I thought it was like an actual hotel where there's rooms and people stay at, but it's a place where you get food. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, is that a thing? Oh no, they call it a
Wait.
hotel. I don't understand. I'm like, but the food, one, it was good, and two, it was cheap. So I went to the hotel and I think my plate it didn't even I think it was like 50 cents or something.
Yeah.
And I got so much food, and I'm thinking 50 cents with all this food, man. I'm coming to eat here every day.
You went to a kiba. You went to a kibandaski.
Yeah, yeah. Is that what they call it? They call it a hotel,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, yes, they call it a hotel, like, but it's affordable. It's like, and it's food that is made, and everybody's there, and yeah.
Yeah, man. So they took me there, and I'm eating, and I'm full, all this food, and I'm trying to see how much it cost me, and it was like 40 cents. I'm like 40 cents. Now I'm coming back here tomorrow. I'm coming back the next day. I'm gonna save all my money, you know. So, I mean, that's what I do, and I can use the money so I can travel to more countries.
What is going on here? Have you on the screen?
Ah, here. So where am I? Let me see. This is Rwanda. This is
Yeah.
Rwanda, Kigali. And I was walking. And I was, like I have what do you call this? I go by this thing. If you're gonna go, if you see a food place, you
Yeah.
see all the locals are eating there, like it's full of locals, you gotta go and eat it.
Go there. Yes.
Yeah,
That is you're spoken like a true black person.
yeah. So it's good, right? So I was walking to looking for a boda to go back to my Airbnb,
Yeah.
and what I saw was a bunch of all the boda drivers,
Yes.
maybe about 50 of them, all of them standing outside going to this restaurant place right here. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'm going in. I don't care. And I'm walking in there. All the drivers, the bodas, all the motorcycles are outside, and they're looking at me. For some reason, they can tell that I'm not from there. And I'm walking in there, and they're looking at me. They're looking at me because I'm the only one who's not a boda driver.
Yes. They can tell.
So I'm walking in there and they came to me. I'm like, okay, I see a lot of people here. There's food. They say, yeah, there's food. And I'm like, well, give me a plate. I don't know what I want. Whatever they get, and give me the same plate. And this is it. This is what they gave me, and the food was good.
I love it, and it's a lot of food. I'm sure even you are like, and I'm sure it was quite affordable because Rwanda food is affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very affordable. So I can imagine this one must have been quite something. Once again, guys, if you don't have Herby, the link is pinned up there on top of my chat. Island Sisters is saying the same thing, that yeah, that's my take on travel too. Anywhere you see the locals eating, that's where I eat. Period.
That's where you eat. And
Yeah.
this one here is in Colombia, and it's the same thing I just told you. We
Yeah.
went to this place, and I see a bunch of locals and people eating there. I'm like, hey, we're going in. And that's what it is. And usually there is the cheapest way to go. Where the locals
Absolutely.
eat, the food is good and it's cheap. So that's what I do.
Right. This is Zanzibar, right?
This is Zanzibar. We took a boat to Prison Island. Um, and I mean, it was very nice, but I'm always scared of boats like this because I can't swim. And so, and so before I got on, I have to make sure the first question I have to ask them is, where are the life jackets? Show me the life jackets. The life jackets are right there at the top. And I'm always sitting in a way where I can see the life jackets because I need to learn how to swim and I don't know how to swim and I have to change that.
I
But
love,
yeah,
I love,
you
I
won't
love
find me
this.
on a boat that has no life jackets. If you see me on the boat, that means they have not just one, but maybe three. One for my hand and two for my foot. you know?
How did you achieve this shot? This picture is beautiful. Like I just love how it. There's just an there's a this is a very good picture. I don't know how you got it. How did you achieve this shot?
So it's I don't take pictures when I travel. What I do is I take videos normally like I always do, and then
Mm.
I just take photos from the videos. So if you see a
Ah,
photo, it's probably coming from the video itself. I just do snapshot from the video.
okay. Island Sister
Oh,
says,
I know.
I've never heard of a Haitian who cannot swim. Shame on you, Herbie.
I know. I'm from the Caribbean and I don't know how to swim. I know, and I'm gonna change that, man. I have to change that because I love
Oh
traveling,
my God.
getting on the boat, and I have to change that. It's unacceptable. I agree.
All right. Okay, guys. I like that engagement. And then there's this other picture. Let me see. This is still part of.
This is also Zanzibar. Yes, this is Zanzibar. This is a marketplace that I went to. What I always do is I find local people and then I take them out to eat. I do that
Ah,
everywhere that I go. I did it in Kenya. I did it in Zanzibar. I do it everywhere that I go, especially when I first come to the country. I'm
yeah.
gonna find, usually there's gonna be maybe the Uber driver or boda driver. And one of those drivers, those are the first people that I see.
Yes.
And so when they take me to my destinations, I always tell them, let's go eat. Why? Because I'm gonna ask them so many questions.
Nice. And it's very and they're always very eager to answer.
That's how I'm gonna get all my answers. Okay. So I go, I was in Kenya, I'm going for breakfast. I called my boda, he came. I'm like, let's go get food. We come, we sit down, we eat, and I ask him all the questions that I want. He gives
Yeah,
me
guys,
all the answers that I need.
yeah.
And
Guys, if you're wondering what boda is, for the people who don't understand what boda is like motorbikes. So they're like a very low cost way of moving around the city. So yeah, so that's what boda is. It's very popular.
so
It's
yeah,
very
so
popular.
that's how I would get all my answers my answers to all my questions. And I make a new friend and I have their number, they have my number, and if I have any issues, I have someone to reach out to.
Nice. I
So
like
never
that.
eat alone. If you're gonna travel, don't eat alone. Find someone to eat with, make friends, make contact. You never know. You might need help and they're the ones who can help you.
That's a very nice travel hack. Have you ever gotten into any trouble while traveling? Like any situation, like maybe you are just like, and you are a foreigner, you are anxious. I know Kenya was going through protests last year when you were here, and that was crazy. But have you ever gotten into any problems or any trouble, and how did you get yourself out of that situation?
I have not been in any trouble, like real trouble yet. No.
Mm.
I have been places where I'm like, yeah, I should probably leave. I don't want to. Like I've been to places, like, let's say in Colombia. Like I'm
Yeah,
recording. I woke up a lot of times. I wake up early in the morning to go shoot because there's not a lot of people on the street, and I like to get my content, in the morning to get it out the way.
yeah,
And there are places that I'm going and I'm walking. Like you can feel that, you know what, I should not walk in here. This doesn't feel like a street that I should be walking into.
yeah,
So I've had some of those where I'm in the street and I'm recording, even though there's no one, I don't see
mm,
anyone, but I still don't feel like this is a good area to be in. So I would just get myself out of there. Like sometimes you have those feelings, right?
yeah.
And I always try to listen to my feelings. If I'm going into a place and it's telling me don't go, I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna go in just to make content. Because there are some people who are like they know it's not safe, but because
Yeah.
it's content, I need the video, they're gonna go. I'm not one of those people.
All right.
If
Uh,
I don't feel safe, if I don't feel like it's a good idea, I'm not going.
Right. Guys, thank you so much for those comments. I hope you're connecting to Herby. And yes, the channel is Who is Herby? Who is Herby? That is actually the channel name. And if you have not connected to that house, go and check the amazing things he's doing there, the amazing videos he's creating. But ask him questions. He's one of the most amazing people when it comes to engagement because he reads his comments, he engages with his comments, and I think I think we could learn a thing or two about that in terms of engagement because he listens to his people and he gets the feedback from the audience. So make sure you can ask him questions when you're like writing those comments. Anything that you wanted to just know about his journey, please make sure you ask him there. He'll be very happy and receptive to answer. As we get towards the cool down section before we release him, because I've kept him here for over 2 hours and it's a Sunday, and I'm getting anxious already. Don't worry, I won't keep you for long. I'll just ask maybe like two or three more things. One of the things you've said about for you, traveling is about exploring the possibilities. That is one statement that you're very strong on when it comes to your travel journey. My question here will be, how has traveling changed the way you think about, especially what's possible for people from Haiti or the diaspora at large? Because I liked what you said. I liked it when you said that statement because I picked it from one of your videos and you said the possibilities are endless. It can be business, it can be a relationship, it can be a connection, it can be a collaboration. I love that statement from you. So maybe just tell us more about it and how it has made you think about what's possible.
Yeah, so that was one of the tagline that I came up with because when I was traveling, I didn't even know exactly why I was doing it.
Yeah,
But all I know is that I wanted to do it. And you don't know what's possible until you actually do something, right?
mm,
And I think a lot of us we're trying to make decisions on things that we have not experienced. And I think
yeah,
that's the wrong way to decide on anything. I think before you can decide on something, you need to experience it first, right? For example, let's say that I want to move to Kenya, right?
mm,
How can I make that decision if I've never been to Kenya? That's impossible. You
true,
understand? So the point is to get yourself to Kenya and then stay there and enjoy, and then you come back. Now you can decide, do I really want to go to Kenya? You
true.
understand? Now you have some experience into making that decision. And so that's where that came from about exploring what's possible. You don't know what's possible until you've actually experienced it.
Mm,
And again, the possibilities are endless. It could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be a business. You could be in the U.S. I don't care where it is, where you're living and where you stay. Going to a different country could change your whole life perspective. Like your whole plan could just go from 1 to 100 just because you went to another place. You because
mm,
you've seen something that you didn't see before. You saw an opportunity that you didn't see before. Maybe I get to Kenya and I didn't know about border borders here in the U.S. and I went to
yeah,
and I see the border borders and all of a sudden I came back. I'm like, man, I could do a border business. And I purchased like 50 borders and I got my own brand and I got my own thing going. That would not be possible. I'm giving you an example, right? But that would not be possible if I didn't go see it myself.
absolutely.
Because it's one thing for someone to tell you, it's a whole nother thing when you see it.
Mm,
So the plan is to go see what's possible. I don't care where it is in this world. Everybody has something in mind. Just pick one and go see. If whatever that country is that you thought about, that you've
yeah,
wanted to visit, make it happen. Go see what's possible. You don't know what's possible. Go see.
explore the possibilities.
Explore. Go explore the possibilities. Whatever it is. If that's investment possibilities, go explore it to see if it's good. You understand? If that's you looking for a relationship, well, go explore it to see what's possible. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and let's say, and I'm sure maybe the same answer will apply maybe to this other question. Like, what is that one piece of advice you'll give to somebody who feels like they are stuck, or they're saying international travel is not for people like us? And sometimes even as Black people, we fall into that trap of we don't think that we can do these things. And and I like how you said, you got your inspiration from the Black traveler, that we need more Black people to document travel, to document content. And for you, you got your cues right there that you need to start documenting your travel then. Is there a piece of advice you'll tell anybody like who is watching you right now and they're like, but travel is not for us. We only just see a certain kind of people are normally doing this travel, a certain kind of people are going on vacations, yet you have told us, Yoga, I travel, not for vacation, but for me, technically, it's like work. What is that piece of advice you tell them so that they can unstuck themselves out of that?
Okay. Well, I think people we were never supposed to be stuck in one place. That was never the plan.
Mm,
That's not how it was. I don't know how we let them force us into staying in one place. That should never be the plan. Okay? You should always go explore other places. That's how we populate the earth, by
yeah,
traveling to different places. You understand? So um, if if well, there's a couple of reasons. If you're telling me you can't travel because of financial issues, maybe I understand, but not really. Because if you have a job, I'm talking about people who are living here in the U.S., right? I can't speak for people in other countries. But
mm,
if you live here in the U.S., if you have a job, if you're working, if you're paying the bills, and I know you are because you have to survive, I don't want to hear about you don't have money for travels. Come on, man. We all have some money. You understand? Like it's it's about sacrificing. You make a sacrifice, okay? And I'll tell you a lot. People think that I have money, and that's not really the case because it's about giving something to get something else. You have to give something up to get something else. And I'm giving up a lot of things to get some traveling in my life. You understand? I'm not a
Yeah.
person who would go out and buy a $200 shoe. That will not happen. Like I will buy my my shoe, my sneaker, maybe $40. I don't care. I'm not gonna spend $200 on the shoe because $200 that's a plane ticket to Jamaica.
I like the thinking.
You understand what I'm saying? So you have to give something up to get something. If you're saying you can travel, but I look at you and you got your watch costs $1,500 and your shoe, your Michael Jordan is $500, and you tell me you don't have money for travel. Ah, come on. Yeah, you do. It's it's
Priorities.
travel. I have everything that I have, my clothes, my shoes. Oh, here's another thing, another issue that I have, right? You know how we're making videos? And you always have to wear something because I wore this on my other videos, and I'm like, man, they already saw this. So the problem now, Goga, is am I just gonna keep buying clothes and buying different shirts because I'm on camera all the time?
No.
What am I crazy? If I'm gonna do a new shirt for every single video, I'm not gonna have money. so So you're gonna see a lot of my videos wearing my normal clothes. These are my normal clothes that I wear. Like I don't care about what it seems to you. It's about traveling for me. It's not about what I like. It's about my experience. So my advice to everyone watching this: travel, 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 travel. No matter what it takes. If you have a regular job, maybe you can do Uber on the side. You Uber, you buy your plane ticket, and then you Uber some more, and then you pay for your hotel, and then you Uber some more, and then you got money for your pocket. That's what I do, Luca. I Uber as much as I want to. I have my online business that I do. I have a bunch of side hustles, and I also do Uber. For example, let's say that I go on and I see a flight for $350. I'll be like, you know what, $350, I'm gonna make that in 2 days in Uber. So in 2 days, I go out, I Uber, I get my 350, I buy my plane ticket. Guess what? I'm already ready to go.
Wow.
So that's how it is. And people think that you gotta have a whole lot of money, and that's not the case. It's if you really want to travel, you can. Let's put it this way.
Like that. And Red Room says it's the best way to think. Like, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Simone is saying, wow, this man is humble. Absolutely. And then I love it. Like, listen to me, Herby. It's your clothes. Wear black shirts only.
I really should. I really should just get some black shirts. Because I'm looking at all my videos. I see videos from Kenya, videos from Tanzania, and I'm wearing the same clothes. And I'm like, damn, people are gonna be like, this guy don't have any clothes.
And then Miss Me says, I have repeated clothes on my live stream.
I know. We all repeat clothes, but it's not on camera. And nobody knows.
It's not a problem at all.
Miss V, once you start getting on camera, now it becomes a problem. And people are gonna see like you in videos with the same shirt.
Oh my goodness. And
Yeah,
then,
but I don't really.
no, we don't need a lot of money. It's all about being frugal. And I like that angle he brought in. He said that, with an Uber, go do it for like 2 days, and it's good to go. So I guess the conversation around priorities, I think, is very important.
It's absolutely possible. That's what I do, Goga. That's what I do.
Marlon wrote a very interesting comment here. Marlon is in Jamaica, and Marlon wants to go back to Jamaica like as soon as yesterday. Now that Jamaican videos are the ones which are making you famous. Marlon says, come to Jamaica with your cheap shoes.
Oh, That's what I do, man. And I travel light. I travel light. I try not to bring so much stuff. And again, my money is for traveling. It's for food.
Food.
That's it. I don't care what shoe I wear. I don't care how many times I wear the shirt. I don't care because those are not, that don't make me happy. I'm happy when I'm in Jamaica and I'm having fun. I don't care what shirt I'm wearing. Nobody cares what shirt I'm wearing. You understand?
Happy,
Um,
I want to bring in. I just want us to have like a laugh here. Just hold on. In this was guys. This was me and Happy when he was in Kenya.
yeah.
We took this, and we want to give a shout out to my brother Hadris. Hadris is the one who made us like meet, and because Hadris introduced Happy to me, and then I was able to meet Happy when he was in Kenya. I was laughing at this picture because I said I will have to ask you just like for a comic relief because
Yeah.
where is it? Where did it go? Where is this picture?
That
There.
one.
What is
Where did you find? So, all right. So, where did you find this?
why is it that in all your interviews and these fancy interviews you've done, why is it that you don't have hair like
This
in all
this
these pictures?
photo, I was being featured. I was being featured in an article, in a business article, right? And that's probably where you find this, right? It's an article. They wrote an article
Yeah,
about me.
yes, there's an article.
Yeah.
I got it from
They
an
wrote an
article.
article about me. I was being featured on this one because of my business, of my interview. Remember my
Yes.
interview site? That's what it was. It was from. And back then, it wasn't Billion Success. It was the Green Tie Project. I call it the Green Tie. So I always wore a green tie
Yeah.
for my wherever I'm going. So everybody knew me as the green tie guy. And you can see in the background is the logo of my of Billion, the old logo, the old one.
Ah.
It's not the logo anymore, but that's the logo of Billion Success, my business, my interview site. And so I had to give him a picture. I don't have a camera. I don't have any someone take a picture of me. And I told him, I want to look like I'm a big businessman, right? I want to look like I have my business is working. I want to look like I have money, and I want to look like a. You've seen those articles about big entrepreneurs. I wanted to look like that, and this is what I
Yeah.
came up with. I don't know how the hell.
Complete even with the crossing of the arms,
Yeah,
like
I don't even know how that looks like money, but in my head, that looked like somebody who had a lot of money.
this picture took me out. I think I came across. I was just like, I was done. I was like, oh my goodness, they're totally different people. Now you've grown your hair, your beard, and stuff.
Yeah. So that's what I came up with, and I sent it to them, and they published the article, and it was great. I've had quite a number of articles that was published on me and about the interviews that I do and stuff like that, which is, again, it's a process. You go through things and then you end up somewhere. You don't know where you're going to end up. You just have to keep doing things, and then you end up where you end up. You know?
Look at the comments on the screen.
But- Thank you. Well, thank you. Oh,
That's
God.
funny.
Yeah, man, it's a great journey. Goga, great journey, man. We just have to
Great
do
journey.
things. We don't know
I
where
like
it's
that.
end up.
Yeah.
Just keep doing things. Like who would say at 42 years old that I would now be a YouTuber? YouTube seems like something that's just for young people to do. And now me, I'm just getting started in my 40s. You understand why?
Mm.
Because when I was younger, I was scared of what people thought of me. I didn't want to be in front of the camera. Now I'm 40. I don't give a damn what they think. You understand? So it
Would
takes
you?
time to
Yeah.
get to a point where
You can.
you have to not care what people think. If you care about what people think, you will never, and listen to what I'm saying, you will never succeed if you care what people think about you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Word, guys. Guys, that right there was the Sunday service message.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
right there was the Sunday service message.
It's not going to happen. Not everybody's gonna like you. They're gonna leave comments. They're gonna do all of that. If you care, you're in the wrong. And not just YouTube. That's anything you do. Anything you do in life. If you care about what they're gonna think about it, you're not gonna be successful. That's just the way. You have to do things and not worry about what's happening. Once you do that, you have no choice but to win.
I love that. And I like what you said about just looking at that picture. Oh, and here comes talk about an angel and he appears. Hajoy is here.
Highways, my brother.
Yeah.
Highways, you the one who connected us, man. Here we are. We are live, my brother.
Hajoy, we made it happen 1 year later. You see, it was going to happen because when Herby Herby and I were leaving each other in Kiambu after I dropped him off there, he said we will make it happen. So it's finally happening. Hajoy, and thank you so much for making this connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much for making this connection. One thing I like you said when I was sharing that picture was, it's a process. It takes a process. And I like how you are documenting. For me, I like how you are documenting these processes. It shows you are not like you're not static. You have to start from somewhere. You've explored different things. You've really tapped. You've tried your hand in different things. And one of the things you also say that you've learned to learn from the mistakes. You do make mistakes, but you use them as a launching pad for the next thing.
Yeah.
What is it that you hope to leave as your legacy when it comes to this content creation? Like, what does the future look like when it comes to content creation? Now you are expanding. You have 2 channels that are now monetized. Sometimes this channel, I feel like, is going to blow up more than you. It may get to 100,000 subscribers and you'll get your silver button. In addition to just telling the story about your people in Haiti, what is that one legacy that you hope that your work here that you're doing on these channels? What is that? What is
the biggest thing for me? The biggest thing for me in terms of the 2 channels, okay? I feel like I'm doing the legwork for the ultimate, for the big mission, okay? Big mission for me, Goga, is going back to Haiti and changing the image of Haiti in front of the world. Okay? And what that means is, and like I told you before, I would love to eventually go back to Haiti and maybe get a job. I don't want to get into government or anything like that, but maybe get some sort of organization, maybe some sort of job where my job, I have a budget, and that budget is going to be spent on changing the image about Haiti. Because you can't have a Caribbean country that looks as bad as they make us look when that's not really the truth. You understand? So my plan would be traveling the world, understanding everything about our neighbors in the Caribbean, understanding everything about Africans in Africa, and then go back to Haiti and take everything that I've learned, what I've learned in Africa, what I've learned in Kenya, what I've learned in Rwanda, what I've learned in Jamaica. I see how they do this, because every country has something that they're good at. Right? So I'll give you a perfect example. In Rwanda, it's very clean. Rwanda is the cleanest place I've ever seen in my life. So I go to Rwanda and I see that. I'm like, you know what? I like how they do this. I learn about it in Rwanda, and then I go to Haiti and be like, yo, let's do it like Rwanda do it on the cleaning side. Because they have figured it out. Because it's clean. They have figured it out. We don't have to figure it out. We just have to pick what's working in whatever country and then copy it.
Nice.
So one of my plan is, like I said, the cleaning is opening up Haiti so that everybody can visit Haiti the same way they were to visit Jamaica, Kenya, and all those places. We want everybody to come in and see our country as well. So that would be my legacy, to kind of make Haiti a hot destination in the Caribbean again, like it used to be.
Wow.
So that is my biggest plan behind both channels. And you guys join me on this mission. And, we'll see where it goes.
We'll see where it goes. Guys, a good story is good, but the host has been with me for nearly 3 hours. Can you imagine how time flies just like that? And, I want to just say thank you so much, Herby, for making. I know we've been planning this for like nearly. These are Sunday service we've been planning for like a year, like
Yeah.
a year, like a year. We've been planning to have him on as a guest for like a year. And I'm so glad that it has finally happened. It's amazing that in fact, it was a coincidence that it took place around this time because we met exactly a year ago,
Yeah.
during just after the protest with the Gen Zs and stuff, and we were having protests this week again. So it's like, I guess it was meant to happen this way. It was meant to happen this way, and I'm glad that it took place. So, guys, once again, if you have not connected to his channel, so he has two channels. I just discovered the new channel today that is really popping and doing very well on its own, the Haitian Explorer. But most of us know him as Who is Herby. And I hope by Herby sitting with us here today, you have been able to answer that question: Who is Herby? He's many things. He's a businessman, he's a web designer, he's an author, he's a published author, he's a content creator, he's he's building a bridge. He's building a bridge to connect his motherland, Haiti, to the rest of the world, the Caribbean and Africa. He's very intentional about which places he's making those connections and he's forging those connections. And the channel Who is Up is about closing the gap. And I can already see the bridge that he's building to close that gap between his hometown and his home country, rather, and the rest of the world. And that is literally the conversation around the channel. Happy, I will give you one last chance now to just like wrap up the show before we release you. Usually, how it happens, I'm going to put you on a solo layout so that in case there's any message I may have missed in terms of my talking points or any question, you can address it. Take 3 to 5 minutes just to like wrap everything up and just make sure that your message is up there, and then we can be able to release it so that I can let you go and at least spend the rest of your Sunday.
Okay.
All right, hold on. And then, guys, the link is still pinned up there on top of the chat. So in case you're wondering, Goga, where is the link? It's up there. It's up there. Or you just go to YouTube and just search for Who is Herby. He's the only one. He's the only one on YouTube with that name. All right. Over to you, Herby.
Okay, so we want to close out, huh?
Yeah. Unless you want to stay with me, I mean, I don't mind. I'm not. I don't feel like I'm chasing you or anything. Like, we can stay as much as you want.
All right, close out. So, put me on the spotlight. Okay.
Wait.
No,
Sorry.
it's fine. Okay, so close out. Because I know we may have some people here who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or maybe starting a business, maybe writing a book, whatever the plan is, whatever the goal is. I think you can absolutely do it. I think a lot of times we make things more complicated than it should be. You have to go into this knowing that it's not going to be perfect, because you're not chasing perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. You're not going to write a book and it's going to be perfect. That's not going to happen. You're not going to start your channel and it's going to be perfect. That's not going to happen. The only thing that I would say is 2 words. It's just start. Just start. If it's a YouTube channel, take your phone, make a video, post it, and throw the phone away. If you're afraid of if you're afraid of what people are going to say, and if you're afraid of what comments are going to be like, post it and just don't look at it. You understand? So you get into the habit. Get yourself into the habit of doing things and not care what the turnout is. Once you get into that habit, you're gonna get used to doing it, and the more you get used to doing it, the easier it becomes. Like I said, staying here in front of the camera and talking to you, a couple of years ago would have been impossible. I would not have done this, because I would have been like, oh, my hair is not done, and my beard and my shirt is this, and you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to just go and do things, and know that there is some people here that are happy for your content. They're happy for you. They don't care about what you're wearing. The people that are caring about what you're wearing and what you look like those are not the audience that you want anyway. So just go ahead and do your content, post it. The people that it's for are going to find it. Simple as that. That would be my last thoughts. And it's the same for business as well. If you have a business you want to do, go ahead and do it, and you learn from there, one step at a time. So that would be my last message to you guys. Go ahead and do it. There's enough for all of us.
I like that.
Especially black people, man. Come on, let's get some content. Get into the space and let's get some content going, man, because there's not enough of us that are doing this. And leave something behind for the kids to watch. They can watch you, grandma and grandpa. Be like, oh, look at grandma. You understand? Like when I'm gone, and my grandkids can look at me like, look how cool grandpa was cool, So even if I made no money on YouTube, I think it's still a good thing to do because you leave something behind for the people to watch, and that's cool.
This is the affirmation, guys.
But there's always a new set of ears of people that have never heard you, a new set of eyes of people that have never seen you, a new set of people that have never experienced who you are. So say it again, show up again, do it again, be you again, because there are people that are looking for exactly what you have to offer. You just think that what you've already offered is worn out. You've already played the song too many times. You've already marketed your product too many times. There's people that have never seen you, that if they saw you, it will set your product on fire, that if they heard you, it will set your music on fire, then change the trajectory of your life. Keep posting. Keep showing up. And stop discontinuing the gifts that are on the inside of you for fear that you said the same thing so many times. There are some things that I have said 100 times and there are still ears that have never heard it. There are people that have seen me by the thousands, by the hundreds of thousands, and yet there are people that have never seen my face. There are people that have experienced me, but then there are people that don't know that I exist. So if I stop showing up, I would be robbing the people of an opportunity to experience all that I am. If you stop showing up, if you stop sharing your music, if you stop posting your products, there are people that have never seen you that will never see you if you convince yourself that you've posted it too many times, that you said it too many times. Do you know how many people in the world are still looking for you and what you have on the inside of you? Do not trick yourself into thinking all ears have heard. Do it again. Post it again. Say the same thing again. Be the same person again. Over and over and over until all have heard.
That was the affirmation, guys. Isn't this exactly what Herby was saying?